And we're
Wink,
live.
wink, nudge, nudge, crunch, your uncle.
Is that upkeep? Is that...
Well, that's your upkeep. Let's go.
That's the upkeep. So
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, crunch, your uncle.
That's the uncle.
By the way,
Yes.
Lazuli,
What?
you need to do this.
Need to do what?
This.
All right, that's
What?
fine. All right,
Where
ladies
is it?
and gentlemen, you guys are on a very fun place in a very fun part of the ocean, on a very fun island with very fun people.
We're having fun.
Oh, absolutely.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Not
Oh.
yet.
Upstairs, you've got the con. Downstairs, you've got Ocean's 11 going on with a bit of setup. Last session, you guys had met with the lovely man who runs the joint, and your friendly neighborhood archdevil had decided to con him and buy you a bit of time, so the group down below could set up their explosives, and the group up top could figure out how to rescue somewhere between 50 to 80 innocents trapped in a cage.
Wait, were they in one cage or multiple? I thought it was multiple.
It's multiple cages.
Oh, okay.
I'm paraphrasing.
For all their...
It's
If
an
we
important
drag
distinction.
the cages behind
That
us
is
in the ocean, it will be fine. We just tie them to the boat.
Just for semantics' sake, I'll say it's 6. So it's 6 cages all in roughly the same area. They're in a so it's just it's cage, turn corner, cage.
Understood, Chief.
Yep. And you guys had finished setting up your explosives. You had changed communication to tell up top and bottom what was going on. And right before, what was that? Why did you shake your head no?
Is that Tyler, not you?
Oh,
Tyler was
okay.
attempting to blind us.
I thought you were shaking my head
Tyler!
no. Like, no, you didn't. Am I stroking? Am I tripping out? Am I recapping?
No, you're good.
Okay. You guys had exchanged what was going on up top and below, and right before the session ended, a note had met the people topside to tell you some things going on at the tavern, and a certain somebody
yes.
who wants a horse made an appearance.
I believe you mean is owed, of course.
Is owed a horse.
Well, he certainly thinks that.
Oh, no.
DM trying to wiggle his character out of the contract.
Alos owes me a horse, goddammit.
They didn't say
Just
nothing.
because
He didn't-
Verbal agreements are legally binding.
In what universe?
In the United States, they can be legally binding.
Same water
Yes.
deep anyway.
They aren't necessarily, but they can be.
So that would be pretty hard to uphold in a court of law.
There's circumstances to it, but
Yeah.
like I said, not all verbal communications are, but some can be.
Well, last I checked, we're playing in a made-up fantasy universe where that is not the United States, so I got you there.
Alos still owes me a horse, goddammit, and I'll hunt him
Okay.
down to the ends of the earth until he gets me one.
Okay, new quest. When Reese joins the party, instead of bothering with the Legion, we're gonna go find some fantasy lawyers.
Oh boy. Oh no, just ask Ball.
Oh, God.
Ball's no fun.
Alrighty, so you guys up top, you are in the guest suite. It's Ball, Lazuli, Gungnir, and Surak, and then down below is I believe Quinlan, you and Matt had gone back to the ship, and Vimo stayed behind
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
bombs.
Also, just,
Yeah.
They've also got the NPC with them.
just find these guys.
Yeah,
Oh, Fiamma,
Catboy.
yes.
There you go. That's who we need. Carry on.
Great.
He's going to be critically important.
So
Thank you, Quinlan.
I will say that as we're starting, I'll say that Matt, you and Quinn have gotten back to the boat. So, what would you all like to do? And just for clarification, the time right now it's mid-evening.
Okay.
About mid-evening o'clock.
I believe we also just got the note from Lazuli.
Yeah.
You guys got it in the cave. So
Yeah, because you sent a response to us, and currently Feathers is with us.
yes, I was going to clarify that, but yes, Feathers is with the other group.
Send a letter back. All right. Okay. So we're waiting for the chaos hostage phase. I'm guessing.
I said I would give you a signal of some sort.
Right.
Is there anything else we should prepare?
Let's see. No.
Is there food on the boat?
Yes, there is food on the boat.
I'm gonna tell Theoman to go eat.
All right. Are you going to guide him to where the food is?
Sure, yeah, I'll take him to the food. I'm gonna take him to the food. I'm just gonna tell him to go ham.
All right. You will take him to the storeroom where the majority of the ferret pirates are hanging out, just kind of cooking, preparing, having snacks. They kind of look at you. They see you, the captain with the ferret that's around his neck, sitting there chewing on some cheese. Just kind of looks at you, goes, "Hey," and that's that.
Hi. Starving child, feed him.
They will. So all the little goblins and halflings and dwarves will, see this small cat person, and they'll look at him like, and they'll just come over and swarm him and just start offering him food, because they seem very excited that he is roughly the same size as they are.
You feeling okay, buddy?
He'll look at you and just kind of, holding all the food that they keep giving him, desperately trying to keep up with the snacks. I feel a bit overwhelmed. I mean, I've never seen this much food in my life. This is very overwhelming.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and just go, you seem like you're having a good time, and then walk out.
He'll look at you with very worried and confused eyes. I don't know what type of time I'm having, but it's better than the time I was having.
All I'm thinking now is the secret of life.
That is progress.
Ethan?
All I can think of is Monty Python's The Secret of Life.
Oh no. It's Walford
I'm-
Thin.
I'm- It's only a wafer thin.
I was reminded of the Grinch scene where this kept on stuffing food in his mouth.
Oh god.
Pudding.
Here's a relevant operational question.
Yep.
So we are on the docks, and when shit goes down, it's going to be like over in the actual, what are we calling it? The keep, the compound.
So, just as a refresher, the way this island is set out is you have the shore, and then there's kind of like it's like a hill. I'd say a cross between a hill and a mountain plateau type thing,
Sure.
and then the fortress is built on top of it.
Right.
So in order to get up there, there's a set of stairs that lead up to the fortress, and there's, as you know, there is an iron door that leads in. But as most of you have thought and surmised, how would somebody this pompous and this rich only have one way in, one way out?
Sure. So, and the other where I was going with that is how if shit at the Phantom needed to get there ASAP and we're on the boat, how long is it from the boat to the fortress?
I would say from the fortress to the door probably would take you somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes if you're 10 minutes if you're going slow, probably 10 minutes if you're rushing, 20 if you're going slow or we're impeded.
We should probably find a way to get closer before things start to pick up, or else we're not going to be able to be much help.
So, Torval, where are you on the boat right now?
I'm sort of above decks, but like not obviously in sight. Just
so.
scouting
Did you
out.
say that? Did you say that out loud? Are you talking to yourself?
Are there like guards on the? Or do we still have like guards up here? Because I would.
Currently, there are no guards on the boat. It is late evening, and they have You've noticed that during the evenings, the guards are a bit sparser, and they're doing patrols on the beach. you think probably looking for escaped slaves.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If I think if I think it's safe, I mean, I'll probably have done like a cursory glance around to make sure there's nobody untoward listening in.
So as you're sitting there talking to yourself, you hear from behind you, who's getting closer?
Right.
You turn to look behind you, and you see the goblin archaeologist, Lonnie, who is sitting there holding a piece of paper, and she looks at you and says, "So where'd you guys go?"
I mean, we were setting up the plan. You know, the whole thing about why we're here. We got a whole thing. There's an order of events to be followed.
Oh, yeah, you guys
We're
went
gonna
down
blow up the island.
Yeah.
You're- You're gonna blow it up?
Yeah.
After we get, the shit we need out of there.
Well, if you're gonna blow it up, please tell me, please tell me that you investigated the caves and saw the vault if there was one.
Yeah, we found a vault. There honestly wasn't much in there, so it seems like either they knew about it or just someone got there before us.
Oh, okay. Well, was there anything in the vault? She looks
Anything about
very
the God Slayer?
the god. She just looks at you,
Just,
jaw hanging
I
open.
mean, like we're talking like a little piece, nothing too fancy.
And she's gonna just, without words, just give me. Let me see.
It's a little bit important. I need to make sure you give it back, okay?
I just want to look at it to verify its authenticity.
You're very smart, so I'm going to trust you. Don't make me have to kill you. I'm going to hand it to her.
She's gonna look at you and just kind of slide over towards Torval and kind of step behind him so that he is between you and her.
I would be on his side in this hypothetical. Just saying.
All right, so she's gonna look at this and she's going to take some of her, a little bit of her clothing. She's gonna wipe some of the dust off of it, and she's gonna look at it and go, "Oh, well, I wish you had all of it because then I could read the full inscription. But I'm pretty sure that this is, well, a piece of it."
Would you happen to know where we would find other pieces of it?
I'm fairly certain if this person knew that, they would not be here right now. They would be.
Well, I'm sure that there are other pieces that have been stowed away. It was. I mean, I'll have to look into it and do some research. But this is an astounding find. And she will hand you back the hilt of the God Slayer.
I will put.
And she will also, the piece of paper that she was holding, she will offer it to you, Torval, and say, "Well, you guys were away. I drew a chart of the island."
That's handy. I'll take it. Examine it. Is this going in the?
Get some Wind Waker vibes.
I'm gonna choose to assume that
Yep,
that's.
island
Oh,
chart.
that's the wrong channel. Are you posting it in the Discord?
No, I'm not. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll send you a picture,
Okay.
but I'm gonna ask. Well, then again, it doesn't really fucking matter because this was just. Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
How the fuck do I work my phone?
You don't.
Yeah, really.
Here's the fun thing. You don't.
Yeah, you don't.
Your phone works.
Phones actually aren't supposed to work.
Sure.
In Soviet Russia, the phone works.
All right, there you go, Quinn.
It might still be uploading.
It is up.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to rotate that shit.
All right. As for the folks up top, what would you all like to do? Oh, and before that happens, allow me to make a roll.
Oh no, secret DM rolls.
Yep.
There is that one person who may or may not be drinking poison at the moment.
We can only hope.
Yeah. What is Leslie gonna do if Sirius drinks the poison and then dies? I don't think she'd be upset, but I know she was planning on keeping him alive for some reason.
Death is easy. Death is too easy for that.
Death is too easy for this man.
Yeah.
But if it happens, it happens.
Happy little accidents.
All right, you leave Bob out of this.
Oof.
Where's the rest of the?
What do you mean?
They're all at the guest house, I think.
Well, they're at the Gundyr, Surak, Lasley, and Ball and Feathers. Can't forget about Feathers. Are in the guest suite at the Sirius is essentially his McMansion. Oof. Gonna need you to make a roll for that PDA.
Fuck you. I'm not rolling for any PDA.
You haven't seen the half of it.
He wanted me to roll for it.
Yeah, you can roll for it.
He said you could roll for it. No, he wanted me to
Oh
roll.
yeah, roll for it.
I got it.
What am I rolling?
I don't know. It's the D20.
I feel like that'd be a charisma check.
Why
Yeah.
on earth are we entertaining this?
16.
All right, fair enough.
That's some
So
damn good PDA you got going on.
Get
there.
outta here.
Okay,
Go to
okay,
bed.
Alright, okay, come on, I'll go to bed.
So, up top, what y'all doing?
Leslie's doing that thing where she sits with like her feet up on the bed and she's like just kind of tapping her knees, looking around
Okay.
the room.
And just to remind you, Gundyr, because you weren't here last time, you do know that Esther Buchanan is currently on the island. You do know that,
Okay.
Along with a couple Gunyer copies.
with some Gundyr copies.
Now's not the time to get into that, Gunyer.
Really isn't unless we all want to die.
Gungyr can restrain himself. He's not. He knows what to do on the mission.
All right, just wanted to be sure.
Fair enough. Want a tiny wrench?
Not really.
That's adorable.
That's Gungyr's repair kit.
I'm gonna like kind of look at all of you and be like, so, have anything firework like that we can use as a signal?
I'm just gonna like slowly look down at Ball's arm.
Ball's gonna look at you and just, hey, this is quite hard to get.
You're the one who threw one out the window to show off its explosive capabilities.
Oh, you mean the crystals. Right, I knew that.
You're smiling like a liar.
Lasley or Surak, give me a perception check with advantage. Either one of you can roll for it.
I think hers is higher.
Insight.
Insight, my bad. Give me an insight.
Hers is almost certainly higher. I have plus one.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting there.
Insight versus,
Insight, you say?
Yes.
versus an archdevil, no less.
With advantage.
A nerfed archdevil, thank you very much.
True.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, you gave me
so-
advantage.
Because Surak is noticing this as well.
That is better.
You're attacking.
16.
You're not quite sure, but you feel it in your gut that he's been caught off guard.
Are you okay, Uncle Ball?
He'll look at you and go, "Oh, I mean, other than the missing arm, I'm perfectly fine. Everything's just fine."
You sound distracted.
No. I just thinking about things that I rather wouldn't trouble you with, or any of you. I don't really think any of you want to get into politics.
Certainly, this isn't the time. Are we
Not
waiting
at the
for
moment,
something?
no.
I believe we were waiting for what's his name? Darius?
Serious.
Serious?
Ah, yes. That tried. We're waiting on him to get back to us.
Should I die again, or should I just pretend to be dead this time?
You could hide, and we could do that disturbing pillow thing again.
Oh, the
I don't like
pillow
the disturbing
thing.
pillow thing. That also made one of his arms things blow up, so...
Well, it's not
maybe let's-
always a guarantee. It's just these things the skeleton made for me are, as you say, unstable. There's a chance whenever I cast a spell, smaller spells, less of a chance, but the more complicated, they tend to go off.
Then cast a spell with your other hand.
Well, you see, it doesn't work like that. But I do see what you're getting at.
No, I don't understand. If my right hand is broken, but I still must, defeat a worthy opponent, I still have a left hand.
Well, okay. Let's. It's not. Well, yes, I am missing an arm. You are very correct, but you're also very wrong. I know this is very confusing, and I'm not very good at explaining these things, but okay. You see, I had a lot of my powers taken away from me. So the issue.
I think Uncle Ball is just built different.
Ball's built
What?
different.
What? Hold on. I thought the only one built around here was Gungnir.
Oh, this is going downhill very fast.
It's metaphorical, Surak. Do you not understand metaphors?
I have never heard that metaphor before.
Listen.
Well, there's always
have you ever
ones.
have you ever hit something very hard in quick succession and felt very tired?
No.
Have you ever felt tired? Certainly you must have after the whole roof incident.
Yes, but I didn't hit anything.
Okay. So it's like I feel like that
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
Okay.
That's it.
Then a hearty meal, some water, and rest.
No, he's a demon, remember? He's a little special.
He's not a demon.
He's not a demon yet.
Devil.
Paul is going to lean down and just kind of politely just hold a finger to correct you.
Okay.
It's like a major faux pas.
I do understand that sometimes people do get it incorrect. There is a big difference.
Look, all I'm saying
Well, I
is
don't
consuming.
know. I'm only 10.
No, I understand. It's fine.
Look, I'm just trying to say consuming large amounts of cake will do nothing for your alertness.
Well, technically, I don't really have to eat.
No, but what you are eating is high amounts of sugar.
It just tastes so damn good.
Oh, that may be the case, but if you don't balance it out with proper nutrition, you will just tire yourself out as your body fails to fully process the large amount of sugar.
Well, you know what? Perhaps when this whole debacle is over, you can give me some exercise tips.
Is Uncle
He's
Ball
gonna
go on
he's
a
gonna
diet?
grab, like with his two fingers, grab Ball's
Well, right now it's his disguised form. So
Yeah, even then, he's just gonna be. Just drop it. I've never dealt with someone of this stature, but perhaps I can be of assistance.
This is a disguise. You have actually seen his real arm once when he threw the crystal.
Exactly. Hey, he's just gonna look at you. I know what I said.
Oh. Okay. And Ball's just gonna kind of slink a little over to Gungnir and just, Gungnir, what are you doing right now?
Just standing stock still and trying to blend in as much as he can.
You just have Gungnir there since he's like, well, I just have to wait. He's just footage of his tea date.
You know, I'll allow it.
Only if Tyler's okay with it. It's his character. That's just my headcanon.
Yeah, Gungnir keeping watching that.
That's just Gungnir daydreaming.
Yeah. Damn, Gungnir learned how to daydream.
Gungnir's researching.
What are you researching, Gungnir?
Dating tactics.
Oh, I hope he doesn't go to a pickup artist.
Yeah, Gungnir, would you like to ask Big Brother for pickup tactics?
Didn't he already?
No, he asked them for a poem.
Oh, that's right.
He's reading like the dating equivalent of The Art of War.
that would definitely be a Yankee point.
Yeah,
I could
yeah. That's
definitely have that.
Oh God, this is the fucking Ben 10 Kevin meme. Gungnir, you gotta treat a woman like you treat a war. The princess, go on.
No.
I sense I've made a mistake.
So Gungnir, would you like to?
Like command.
No, I'm not going.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to squat down next to Lazuli. On your earlier question, apologies for the sidetrack. I'm not sure dying again would be a terribly good idea. I think
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, I'm thinking our plan might go into motion sooner. And well, one, you'd obviously want to see it, and two.
Well, he already looked over my body to make sure I was dead or not, right?
Yes.
Well, then I've got nothing to worry about if I just do regular pretending from here on out.
So, as you all are talking and conversing, there is a knock at the door.
Leslie just collapses on the bed.
Oh, I thought she was like standing on the floor. I was going to be catch. She's on the bed. That's fine.
No, he's sitting on the bed.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm just going to look over at Quincy. Just
Ball will kind of adjust his clothing, dust himself off, tuck his shirt in, make himself look prim and proper, wipe some of the grime off the arm, and he will go over to the door, answer it cordially and daintily, and go, "Ah, yes, hello, we were waiting for your response." At the door, the Joy is standing there. She looks a little uneased, a little pale.
is she holding a bottle?
Not that you can see.
Ooh, she might have drank all of it.
Sark, would you like to give me a medicine check?
You know what? I will make an attempt. I will make the attempt. 11. I should get that wrinkle out. There we go.
You're not quite sure what's going on with her, but she definitely doesn't look well. She looks paler than she did when you first saw her.
I'm going to keep a straight face, but no, this warms my...
Sarak, you feel good inside. And she will say, So just kind of sit there and shake her head a little bit. Master of the island would like to invite you to a meal.
Oh, good.
You may talk over your business with him there.
Don't drink the wine.
Paul will just go, yes, sounds lovely. I will be down in, what do you say, 10, 15 minutes? Does that sound fine? Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm trying so hard not to push her down the stairs.
And as he slowly closes the door, you can see her walking down the hallway, but she's kind of stumbling over her steps.
I'm just going to walk over to the bed and just squat down a little. She's definitely had some, and I didn't see her carrying a bottle.
You hear like very faint like nose giggles. She'll just kind of wait there until everything's like quiet, or one of you says like, "We're good, we're clear."
So Ball is going to kind of focus his head out the door and just kind of look both ways. He'll close it and say, "Okay, coast is clear as far as I can tell."
You said she didn't look well.
She certainly looked as though she may have eaten something that's not sitting right with her.
Oh, she was quite pale. Skin
Oh,
is not
you mean-
typically that color.
You mean drank the wine that I poisoned, that I watched her grab?
I think she's definitely had at least some, but she's not carrying a bottle, so my thinking is she might have downed the whole thing. Might
That
have.
or she did hide it pretty well on her person. She was getting into a whole conversation about how it's not good to drink on the job, but she's gonna do it anyway, and what Sirius doesn't know will hurt him, and little does she know what Sirius doesn't know will hurt her.
Do you think it's
And
possible?
vicariously hurt him.
That was a bad pun.
Do you think it's possible to get on her nerves enough to convince her to continue drinking?
Probably.
Ball will look at you and say, "Well, I could, suggest."
And what happens if one of those crystals blows up right then and there?
That's a fair point.
Unless you figured out how to do the other hand thing I mentioned.
Right you are. I'll have to work on that.
Just a suggestion. I'm not a spellcaster.
So Ball will look at you and Gungnir and Lasley and he'll say, "So, do you want just me to go down, or perhaps both of you come with me?" And he'll look at you, Lasley, and say, "And are invisible?"
Hmm.
Well, what if he asks about her? It's probably best I just bring her down with us while she plays dead.
Now, Sirius is the manners kind. He wouldn't want a corpse at the dinner table,
Well, we can't.
even if it was an important one.
Well, we can't leave you unguarded, and splitting up doesn't seem like the greatest idea, but we certainly don't want him trying to take the body.
Perhaps there's a way you can ask for me to be kept in the next room over with one of Ball's guards.
At that
You
point,
and Gungnir being Ball's guards.
oh, one of Quincy's guards. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Either you or Gungnir. And we'd only be the next room over, so we wouldn't really be that split up.
Not a bad idea. We could just bring you down, and if he raises a fuss, we'll volunteer to stand it over somewhere else.
Ball will look at the crow, kind of just giving it a expression. What do we do about the
Wait,
bird?
how long has it been since Joy left?
It's been about maybe 3 minutes.
And Ball said 10 to 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, before we go,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me for a moment, and I'm just gonna like pull a little thing of chalk out, walk over to Feathers, and start drawing little. I would like to cast Speak with Animals,
Okay,
which is a
Hell
10-minute
yeah,
casting
brother.
time.
that's fine. So I will say that goes by, and by the time you're finished, Ball has changed his clothing to look, nicer. He's wearing something more akin to a suit now, as opposed to he was just wearing like a white button-up and some slacks and boots beforehand. Alrighty, so you finish casting this, and Feathers will look at you and just go, "Hi."
Hello there, Feathered One. Tell me. Well, first, do you have a name you prefer?
We don't really have names. There's too many. I think Salinger in his old mind and with the amount of crows he keeps, I mean, he has trouble remembering where he keeps his shoes. So I don't think he'd be able to give 300 crows individual names.
I see. All right. Now, on your way up here, did there seem to be a lot of people roaming about the island?
Yeah, so I saw at every I'm just walls, and they have their end posts. I don't know what are those, bastilles or whatever. I don't know the exact castle term for them. Spires.
Oh, yeah, spires.
Spires. So
The ones with actual tops, right?
yes, Feathers will tell you that there was at least one person on every spire. There were only 2 people walking the length of the walls, and on the ground level, where not the walls, there was the Gungnir clones. There was 4 of them, and then there were 2 kind of big-looking wolf-hound type dogs roaming around. There was 2 of those in the courtyard that were sniffing around cages. And then, Feathers was saying, that's what I saw in terms of, on the way here. I took my sweet time. Thankfully, my natural color is black, so I was able to blend in with shadows just fine. But the guards here don't seem very perceptive, and a lot of them seem pretty tired.
No? So here's what the last letter said. I'm just going to tell him what Leslie said, Torval's letter said. Is there anything he's leaving out that's down there that you saw?
There's a bunch of owlbears. They're all asleep.
Good to know.
They found a vault.
Oh, the vault's underground.
Yeah, it was in the cave system. They found a compass with a guy stuck in, and a sword hill of something called the Bob Slayer.
What a peculiar name. All right. Was it empty besides that?
There was the skeleton of a dragonborn guy. Apparently, it's the guy stuck in the compass. His name was Captain Stryker. I think they said they kept passing him back and forth. Very what's the word for it? Well, it wasn't very good manners. I would imagine if I was stuffed in a compass and couldn't talk to people and I was getting passed around like a potato, I don't think I'd appreciate that.
Yes, that sounds terribly like Torval and Harrow. All right. Were there any guards or anyone keeping watch down there?
Oh no, they found a little tabaxi boy. He was an escaped slave. I think they took him back to the boat to feed him.
Oh, that's good.
Despite all of his flaws and his ramblings and his insanity, he has a decent heart. I just wish he didn't kill me.
Torval means well, all flaws aside.
Torval sneezes.
I also wish
He's not a bad person, he's just crazy.
I also wish he'd given me a better name.
He's not the most creative, granted.
But I will say, his hair is quite comfy. Almost like something had nested in it before me.
I'm sure many things have. I'll be perfectly honest. More if he hadn't been forcefully bathed in dust. Oof. Hmm. All right. Is there anyone still in the cave system when you last saw?
Oh, the Vimos guy stayed behind to light the bombs when needed. He said he was just going to sneeze on it.
Makes sense from what Leslie's told me. All right. I think. And you didn't see any sort of aerial lookouts, correct?
No, nothing like that. Mostly just dogs.
Hmm. Good. Good. I think last time you said there was a fruit bowl in here.
Yes.
Is there grapes?
Yeah.
I would like to pluck a grape and offer it to Feathers.
Feathers will look at it, look at you, and say, "You know, technically I don't have to eat, but I still enjoy doing it."
Well, thank you kindly for the information, my spiritual friend.
I wish Salinger had ordered me to nest in your head.
Well, I think he believes Torval needs to be kept watch on, which I tend to agree with.
Yeah, for more ways than one, especially considering you made a connection.
A connection?
Oh, you remember that Deimos lady?
Yes, Torval did seem extra freaked out by her.
Yeah. Don't really know how, because kind of outside my birdie wheelhouse here, but yeah, they're kind of, oh, what's the human word? Accidental pen pals?
This is news.
I do know what that is. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure, but I saw it once, well, twice now myself, where his eyes kind of glaze over and his pupils get really muttering to himself. But probably because his consciousness is being sent to, oh, somewhere else. But I don't know, just kind of flaps his his feathers flaps his feathers. I don't really have any magic besides not being able to die. But that's not my magic.
Of course. All right. Well, I think that's about everything we need to know, and I'm just going to offer grape. You should probably get back to the ship now. Things are likely to get chaotic, and you don't want to revive in the middle of a bunch of ruins.
Is there a message you want me to pass along?
Leslie, is there just switching back to common? Leslie, is there enough?
You cut out after common.
Oh, Leslie, is there another letter we need to send the others before I send Feathers back?
No, I think we communicated pretty much everything we need to. I told them to look out for the signal. They'll know it when they see it.
All right. Then
Or hear it.
That is fair. I think we're all covered then.
All right, so Feathers will go over to the window with the slight crack in it, and we'll head for the boat.
I'm just going to turn to the others. Okay, so Feathers tells me that there are a couple of guards around. There's one in every spire, 2 patrolling the wall, a couple of dogs patrolling the island, large ones, and about 4 Gungnir clones. I'm just going to pack Gungnir. Don't worry, they'll go up in the explosion.
Just like not talking, just like nodding. Just
We can keep calling him Feathers. Apparently he doesn't have a other name, so Feathers will do.
Can we find a better name for him than Feathers? I'm going to talk to Torval about naming things something more than just the obvious.
Not the most creative. Apparently they found the vault.
Oh?
The bobsleigh.
Apparently they found a vault underground. There are also sleeping owl bears down there, mind you. Yes,
I
he
mean-
said it.
Yeah. We were told there were owl bears down there.
Well, good to know they're asleep.
Very good to know.
Let's see. He said they found a compass with a spirit of some captain in it, and some item called the Bobslayer. I don't really understand the naming myself.
Paul's just gonna blink twice. I think there's a god in that.
God Bobslayer?
No, drop the bob. Just God Slayer.
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
Hey, note to self, no wordplay.
That's not really wordplay, you're just tacking on another word. Regardless, that's what Feathers told me. Besides that, no aerial guards. We should be good to go.
Sounds like a plan.
So Ball is going to head for the door. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'm going to play dead.
Okay.
I'll carry Lazuli.
Leslie, give me a performance check.
The bard gets to do performance.
Don't feel me now. Hell yeah, brother. 29.
Alrighty. So Lazuli just hits rigor mortis. Shrek, you think she might have just died right on the spot. Like, did she just have a heart attack? Like, dear fucking Lord, God. What?
Yeah, Ball and Gungnir are just gonna see him just walk. Just slowly reach over and put a single finger to her neck, like
There's the pulse.
before picking her up. She's good. She's good.
When you put me up by your neck, I go, shut up.
And I thought her music was good.
Greg, do you have inspiration?
Let me check. I do not.
You can have it.
Sick.
Oh, that was
He's also gonna whisper back. I just wanted to make sure. I'm sorry.
so
Very convincing.
So good.
Good. Fucking Dr. Surak over here. Alrighty, so you guys will head down the hall, head down the steps. You do notice that there are almost little to no guards in the mansion right now. You notice like maybe one or two, but nowhere near as many as when you've. Seems as though security has kind of relaxed itself a bit, and you will head down into the dining room, which is a very large, lavish dining room. Just table that you probably see 20 people. 2 chandeliers, fireplace on the side, double doors to the kitchen. Just oof. And sitting at the far end of the table, way down from you guys by the kitchen, is Sirius, and standing to his right is Cleese, standing to his left is a relatively pale-looking Joy.
This is needlessly lavish.
Ball will take a seat at the other far end of the table, and we'll sit down. What would Gungnir and Sarek, what would you guys like to do?
Probably should ask where the hell you're gonna put me in the meantime.
Honestly, I wasn't even gonna mention it. I was just gonna stand on Ball's one side.
Fair.
Whichever side is a bit further away from those 3.
I mean, you're all the way at the other end of the table. You're pretty far away from them.
Every little inch.
Gungnir's just going to stand sentinel.
Okay, so there's about maybe a minute or two of silence right now, and a door in the middle of the room opens up, and one Esther Buchanan with 2 Gungnir copies following him will walk in, look to either end, see the actual Gungnir, and just kind of be like, and he will take a seat in the middle of the table. Copies will stand at either side of them. And there's about another minute of silence. Gungnir, you notice that Esther Buchanan is looking at you kind of intently, and his eyes are dark back and forth. Quincy and you.
I'm just gonna lean over towards Gungnir. If you want me to throw a fork at him, just let me know.
I am contemplating it.
So, Sirius will clasp his hands and say, "So, esteemed guests," he'll look to Esther Buchanan, "business partner, soon-to-be business partner, thank you for joining me for this lovely evening with lovely. Soon the chef will come out. You may order whatever you like. He's very good at what he does. Oh, and I do recommend the wine. We have a very good selection."
Leslie trying very hard not to snicker in her dead state.
Drink the wine. Yeah, just like.
And so dinner starts as usual. Some servers come out. They ask the different people at the table. Ball will kind of not look to Gungnir, but he'll look to you and just kind of whisper to you, "Sir, do you want anything?" And he'll just kind of he'll nod and go, "All right." And just before the food comes out, Esther Buchanan is going to he's going to get up out of his chair very politely, and he's going to walk down to the end of the table where Quincy is. And he is going to not get super close. He's going to be about 5 feet. And he's going to look at Quincy, and he's going to look at his arm. "Well, I see you are quite the purveyor in the field of invention and artificing. But I'd like to ask you a question, Mr. Quincy." "Yes, Mr. Quincy. I was told that you were staying here doing some business with Mr. Sirius. I have an interest in your automaton. Pray tell, is he the original?" "Well, I'd say he's original as they come," and he will ding you just on the hip a bit, just ding. "Pretty sturdy. What did you pay for him?" "Oh, pay? Heavens, no. I obtained him through a mutual benefactor. I'd say somebody you might be very interested to meet one day." "Oh, yes, that does sound quite interesting. I do believe that model... Does that model have a name?" "Oh, he goes by a couple of things. Sometimes I call him Tin Man, Wind-Up Toy, but he prefers Gungnir. He prefers. Yes, he prefers. That model has sentience? Oh, I thought someone of your caliber would notice. You can't tell? Oh, he's very well trained, and sometimes he even makes his decisions. Very interesting. I see you," just kind of looks down the table. "I see you've tried to give it your own spin, but I think you might be missing a couple of things." "Yes, well, I would like to offer you a great deal of money to purchase that automaton." And Quincy will fold his hands on the table and say, "You don't say. Tell me, how much are you willing to offer for this here tab?"
I'm just trying to, because he would do this, but I just remembered what the fault is for the fates. If Gungnir raged right then, they would blow up.
Oh no.
Yeah, they can't do that.
Gun, you keep it together, buddy.
You're just.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who's got boiling rage.
The whirring of servos. With
Yeah, Sirac, you just like look over to see Gungnir, just like you see some things twitching underneath the armor. That
You watch as his normally very rigid hands are. You hear the servos.
Mr. Quincy, all due respect, but I suggest we cut off this inane line of questioning. We're not here to do business with this cretin.
Oh, a cretin, you say? Well, I suppose if my right-hand man doesn't like you, then I don't... Business. So sorry, Mr... Was it Cannon? Cannon. Yes, of course. You do have a lovely evening and a nice meal. Do enjoy the wine. Right.
Enjoy the wall. All the wine? All the wine.
All of the wine.
Oh, my.
There's no way they got bottle 57. Think. Ah!
So, dinner is served, food is given out, wine is poured. Second here.
things are about to go pear-shaped, I think.
Alrighty. So, Ball will grab his wine glass with his metal arm and say, "A toast to business, fortune," and he will knock it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's an archdevil. There's no way a little rat poison's gonna do him in.
I think fiends are probably immune to poison. Most monsters are.
I don't know about immune, but it's a small dose of a fairly benign poison.
And
Worst, he gets a tummy ache.
Esther Buchanan will just kind of go, raise the glass kind of unceremoniously and start drinking it daintily, and
Just whispering to Ball. Methinks Mr. Blue Cannon isn't happy with our negotiation.
Well, saying this in the most polite, formal way I can, as a dentist general of the Nine Hells, he can stuff it.
Quite good, sir.
The only time Sirek will speak like this is in total agreement to a scumbag.
Yep. And Sirius will raise the glass and say, "To reclaiming what you thought was lost."
Lastly, behind Sirek's back where she knows no one can see.
How fast acting is this poison is the question.
Not fast acting enough, depending on how Joy's been drinking it.
It depends on what's in the stomach. He did knock the whole glass back, so a little faster than if he had just been sipping. Does the other agent drink?
No, they're just standing there cordially. So, about 10 minutes go by, eating, drinking, yada yada. Make one more roll here. So,
You've been rolling all their con saves with La France, right?
no, I haven't been using La France.
That's probably for the best. That's kind of cheeky.
So, as things are going on, conversations are being struck. It's mostly Ball and Sirius talking. The pleasantries are come to an abrupt halt as the Joy puts a hand over her mouth, and you hear her just kind of making some horking noises. And it gets progressively louder and louder and louder until everyone in the room can notice what's going on. And Sirius is just kind of, he looks a little unnerved and unhappy. You know, this isn't what I want. It's very uncouth. And then through her fingers, you can see blood dribbling out between the cracks in her fingers. And eventually you see her eyes go wide as she can no longer hold it in. And she doubles over, holds her stomach, and just projectile vomits blood all over the end of the table. And you just see her eyes roll up into the back of her head as she...
Oh, fuck!
Well, that doesn't usually happen.
And Cleese is going to...
I knew the pleasantries were dull, but this is ridiculous.
Cleese is going to just kind of... He looks very taken aback, very confused. He's got his hand on his sword. Sirius is standing there. He stands up. He pulls out a and just... And he's going to look at all of you and look at the Joy's body. And he's going to snap his fingers 3 times. And in that instant, when he snaps his fingers, from the side doors, there's 2 side doors, 2 guards come in. From the kitchen, 2 guards come in. And then from behind you, 2 guards come in. And he looks down at the end of the table and he says, "What exactly is this? What type of game are you running here?"
He's looking at us.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What makes you think we have anything?
Actually, shouldn't this be
Mr.
Ball?
Quincy, I thought you said we were dealing with a reasonable person.
Oh, I mean, I very well thought he was reasonable. Sure, it's a shame your healthcare plan isn't very employee-friendly. And Sirius will kind of twitch his eye a bit. And he'll just look at all of you and he'll say, "Now, something like this just doesn't happen. You show up,
What, do you think we would show up, go through... Mr. Quincy goes through all the trouble to acquire... And there's only the briefest amount of hesitancy as I just grab Lazuli by the tail and dangle her. To acquire this for you. And it was quite a lot of trouble. She's a very fast and sneaky little thing. Well, was. We come
I let my
all the
tongue
way-
loll out for effect.
We come all the way across, put up with all the semantics of coming in, getting permission, getting investigated, and you think we assassinated... Looks between the two. I don't know if she was the left hand or the right hand, but one of your subordinates. Really now? Really now?
Sirach, roll me persuasion.
Would it be deception?
I mean, I say persuasion or deception.
Pretty sure they are the exact same boat. Dear God. All right.
Cross our fingers.
If I could get a little ace luck right now, that'd be that's a 2.
Oh, fuck.
You got inspiration.
You have inspiration.
You do.
Right, I forget we treat that like a reroll.
I think
Yeah.
it makes sense to treat it as a reroll, honestly.
Or it's either a reroll or you can give yourself it.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to use it to give yourself advantage, but like it's almost never something you think to use before a roll. So I feel like it's
No, that's fine. I'll allow it.
yeah.
Alright. That's a 12, so that's 10 more.
Okay.
Better than a 2.
So
Much better.
Sirius is going to sit there, look at you for a moment, look at Lasley dangling. You can see it in his face, like,
She still has a 29, mind you.
yes. Well, no, he's looking at you and he's looking at her. It seems like he's almost buying it. And then you watch
I'm just going to drape her back over my shoulder.
And then you watch as Esther Buchanan doubles over. He doesn't start coughing up blood like the joy, but he seems very incapacitated. And he's going to go right back to being suspicious and angry. And he's going to say, yes, with that being said, I am not risk-taking type. I was hoping that we could work out some deal, but seeing as circumstances have changed, I suppose I could just take what I want by force.
Mr. Quincy, it seems he's become quite unreasonable. So it is my professional opinion we leave this to his
I'm gonna whisper.
decisions.
I'm gonna whisper. Put me on the ground.
I'm just gonna like grab her by the scruff and just like as I'm turning, just quietly drop her. Sir, it is my opinion that perhaps this man is not worth our business. We could be dealing with much more respectable people.
Am I in line of sight of anyone at the moment?
Sarek, where did you put her down?
Like just on the floor next to me.
I will say that everybody is right now.
All right, I'm gonna slap invisibility on myself again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna crawl under the table
All right, you can do
towards
that.
Sirius.
So while you're crawling, Sirius will say, regardless of what you think you can and can do, I'm not allowing you to leave until
Please, sir. I've heard quite enough out of your... I suppose you could call that a mouth. As Mr. Quincy, shall we?
Seems quite so that Mr. Quincy isn't running the show. Let your subordinate mouth off. Very uncouth. I would think somebody of your stature would have him in line. And you will watch as Ball is sitting there with his arms folded. He has not gotten up, and his smile just grows and grows and grows and grows until it is encompassing the lower half of his face. And he will say, in a very deep tone, "Oh, I do love a good bit of suffering, especially from those that deserve it." And Sirius is going to step back and seem a little nervous, kind of like, how did he project his voice like that? Was that his voice? He seems very off.
Yeah, probably a thaumaturgy cantrip.
And Lasley, what are you doing?
I'm crawling towards Sirius.
Okay. I will say you have made it to the end of the table.
All right, how close is Cleese in comparison to Sirius? You said Sirius pushed back from the table, so that was kind of like
He
spaced away.
is about 2 feet backwards, and Cleese is standing kind of to the left in front of him.
Okay. I have a dagger on me
Okay.
that I'm going to pull out,
Okay.
and I'm going to go around to the other side that Cleese isn't on. Around. Oh, it's fireworks. I was like, the fuck is that popping noise? Around Sirius opposite side the Khalees is on, and we're gonna pull a cast right now. Yeah, I'm gonna basically leap on his back and put the dagger to his neck
There's a
Jesus.
firework.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
and say, "Nice to see you again, Sirius." And then I'll obviously fade back into view because I interacted.
Oh, are we dropping the just bumping Quincy toward the crystal?
Oh, yes. He's going to poke the cooked chicken in front of him and turn it into a live chicken. And
Ta-da! Our master plan.
And Sirius is just going to look at this and go, That was your plan. The theatrics all for holding and having a child hold a knife to my turning the cooked chicken. That is most entertaining.
Please laugh more. The extended neck makes.
And he will open up the arm, and he will pull out the third crystal, leaving 2 left. And you will watch as his arm becomes that of his normal arm. And everyone in the room will look at this kind of like, and he is going to, oh boy. So, for a toss of 35,
Seems good.
he is going to pork this thing through the ceiling. And it is going, you just hear boom, 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 ceiling tiles
And we
coming down.
Best part is
And-
we can hear it.
There's the signal.
And
Not quite yet.
Torval and Harrow, you're out on the boat, kind of keeping a watch.
I was gonna request that we rewind a bit because
Okay.
there were things that I had wanted to try to do
Okay.
during that whole sequence.
Okay, that's fine. So the signal's being. What would you like to do?
So, I mean, this whole time I was like, I want us to be more in position so we don't take like 20 minutes or something to get up there when shit goes down.
Okay.
So Harrow is a lot faster than me.
Yep.
That is true.
You have you also have a fly speed of 50. I'm curious how quickly he could get there from the boat if he just flew, because he could have
If he-
gone like the stairs and shit.
Louis could probably get there in about maybe somewhere between 5 to 10, depending on what happens.
5 to 10 rounds, seconds,
Minutes.
Minutes. Maybe. All right. So here's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any special plan for me sneaking up there.
Hey, Torval, you have boots.
Oh yeah, I do have those. But just for sneaking up and getting close in general, I do have a backup plan if I get spotted.
Are you gonna light yourself on fire again?
No.
It's gonna be a little hard to spot you in all the chaos.
No, this isn't anything like that plan. This is a better plan.
It wasn't a bad plan. It was just funny.
So what do you think for getting closer? Are you comfortable with just flying up and taking however long it takes? There was also, we already left the caves, but I know there was that sort of pit that you could fly back up, and you could be right in the middle of everything.
I think it would take too long to fly all the way to the caves and up
That's fair.
to the thing. I could probably just fly over everything and
All
get it
right.
faster, but
In that case, if that's the case, then I will do my best to sneak up on my lonesome.
Okay. Before you're about to sneak up on your lonesome, you hear flapping
Eh. Oh, hey.
as a familiar bird lands and nests in your hair.
Hey there, Feathers.
The bird is going to look down at you.
I'm working on it, okay?
It will nod.
However, I'd appreciate it if you could. Actually, you know what? Do you think you could like hang out on my shoulder for this thing? It'll help if I have to use my backup plan.
The bird will shimmy down from your hair and perch on your.
Cool. All right, so I would just generally like to try to get as close to the door as I can without getting spotted. If I think
Roll
that's...
me a stealth check.
Oh boy. Do not have anything special. I have my mutagen that's giving me a bonus, and that will have to do. That did not do. That is an 8.
Oh boy. Alrighty then.
I would like to.
so-
I'd like to, by the way, say that my weapons are actually one thing I wanted to do. I forgot to mention this. I wanted to leave my weapons with Harrow for him to bring with him.
Okay.
Okay.
At least the obvious ones. I might keep like a dagger or something if I. I have
What are
a
you talking about?
I have a short sword.
Yeah.
I'll keep.
You have a bird. You have a bird weapon.
I do have a bird weapon. You're not wrong.
Wield the bird as a dagger.
Yeah. I'll just keep
1d4 bird damage.
Fair enough. All right, so yeah, I'll leave my weapons with Harrow. But yes, other than that, I look very bedraggled. I look as Torval as I possibly can.
All right. Harrow, you're gonna fly?
Well, I think he's waiting for.
Yeah,
Or-
I'm waiting on the signal. I'm gonna fly
Okay.
out when I see the signal.
So Torval,
yes.
are you going now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to. The idea is to be closer when the signal happens, so it doesn't take as long.
All right. So you get to the end of the dock at the start of the beach, and you think you're doing fine. You don't think anybody's seen you when you see a dim light that's being shown, and it then is cast on you, and you hear, "Who's that stalking around in the dark?
Okay.
Show yourself."
I will attempt to look as weird and just wide-eyed as possible. Bird on my shoulder, stagger out into the light, and yell at the top of my lungs, "Hear my warning! I bring grave tidings! The wrath of Rothdal be upon you, the king of all crabs!"
They
Can I
don't
hear
involve
this from the boat?
Torval's backup plan was literally to just turn it up to 100.
Harrow, you can kind of
Oh my
hear
God.
if you kind of hear something ramblings, but you're not quite sure. It's
To cast burning hands into the air. So that it looks like they're just flames shooting up.
okay.
So
So-
you're
Maybe
not freaking out.
from the boat itself, but whatever.
I'm just gonna burning hands, shoot fire into the air.
Okay. I'll say you do it from the side of the ship to do it roughly safely. So, Torval, you run in screaming like a madman about the path of this guard holding the lantern is looking at you, very concerned, very confused. And then the fire shoots up into the air, and
I'll just sort of
He-
look back like, the fuck? I'll just look up, behold!
What the fuck?
so- this guard is going to look at you, and he's gonna whistle. He's going, and 2 more guards are gonna show up, and they're all gonna look at you. Like all 3 of them are suspiciously, and the guard with the lantern, he's gonna go, "Excuse me, sir, but how did you get here? Who are ye?"
Flee while you still can. There's
Why-
still
why-
hope for you yet.
Why are you doing that?
With the wrath of Rotha and his scion, the ball of butter shall descend upon ye.
Butterball! He's talking about the fucking
This, and you're just kind of hear from them. They're like talking. He thinks this one's loonier than a bowl of crackers. Safe to say, I don't think the bowl's got any crackers in it. This man's absolutely nuts. How did he get here? You think he washed up? Maybe, I don't know, was on a cruise ship, went over the side, hit his head on the road. Yeah, he thinks that might be it. And the original guy that talked to you said, listen, guy, we're gonna take you somewhere to get your head looked at. Maybe get you a little medical treatment. Slap you on your way.
I spread my warning. I bring grave tidings.
And as you say, I bring grave tidings. Up in the sky, about maybe 20-ish feet from the top of the island, there is a massive explosion of blue magical energy that coats the sky and illuminates the entire island.
I'll look up and see it and just scream, "It begins!" And I will activate my boots and full dead sprint for the door.
So before you do that, you say it begins and activate your... And the guard that's holding the lantern will scream, Rotha is real, and dive into swimming away from the island.
Upon seeing the signal, Harrow is also going to start flying.
Started a religion, by the way. That guard is going to start it.
Oh my god, this is arguably so much fucking better than sneaking.
It's certainly more entertaining.
I was actually kind of hoping my stealth roll would fail.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
And the other two guards will just kind of, so the guy that jumped in, and you just sit through the two of them, they're like,
Oh my god.
Bird flying.
So Harrow, you are on the boat, the bow of the boat. You see the signal. You're getting ready to take off, and from the underbelly of the ship, the entire boat starts rocking. And you're like, oh, what's that? And you see the goblin with the live ferret as a scarf come out with a small scimitar, and he'll say, the die has been cast. The signal has been made. There's food to be plunged.
Oh god.
And give or take 80-something pirates start spilling out of the bows of the ship onto the docks, and the poor dock workers and their guards have no clue what the fuck is going on.
Oh my god.
As they're running out, Harrow's just going to yell, don't kill the slaves! And then fly off.
Alrighty.
Did we tell them not to drink the wine?
Yes.
No. You did not tell them not to drink the wine.
Oh, we totally did.
We told Torval and Harrow
We
not
told
to drink.
Orville and Harrow, but not the pirates specifically raiding food and drink.
Oops.
That's up to Torval and Harrow to have told them.
I'm sorry,
Okay, when I'm
focused on
telling them
speaking
not
about
to kill the
Rhonda.
slaves, I'm also just going to go, and the wine, don't drink it. You'll die. Bad juice. Not good juice.
You say that as you're flying away from them, and what? Okay, got it. Bad shoes.
Okay.
Well, then, he tried his best. You know, he tried to hear you. Needs his ears checked.
Hopefully he finds a good shoes.
You know, hopefully he finds some good shoes.
Dalton's got some good
Sorry.
shoes.
I mean, we all know Cass has the best shoes.
Oh, of course.
Heckin' nice boots.
Oh fucking god! I still don't know what those fucking boots do.
Could be nothing, it could be everything. Time will
It
tell
could be
us.
my feet or just gone.
No more feet.
They've
That'd be
just
hilarious.
fused to your feet.
So, back...
Take notes.
Yes.
Quinn, no!
So back,
No.
back inside, this explosion goes off. The entire mansion shakes. Walls, paintings come down. thankfully, you're well built. Gun, you're well built. Ball sitting down. And Ball's arm will then go back to the disguise. And Sirius will look at this and go, "So, it seems, Mr. Quincy, you are not as what you seem. Tell me, who are you really?" And
I don't think he wants to know.
Ball will stand up and kick the chair back and say, "Oh, my dear mortal, my dearest, dearest mortal." And his grin will just get wider and wider. And Sirius will sit there and go, "Have you ever been to the Nine Hell?" "No, I haven't." "Oh, well, when I get home, I'll be sure to give your soul a nice place in my personal collection."
Is he gonna drop his disguise?
No.
Okay.
Fuckers like this don't deserve to know.
Just a reminder that this is what Ball looks like when he's not in his disguise.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I never got any what Ball's supposed to. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Man, that's Ball.
that's not what I was imagining. Okay.
Yep. Uncle Ball.
Cool. I fuck with Ball.
He likes cake, and Leslie will eventually strong arm him into a tea party.
So what would you all like to do?
I'm just holding the knife to his neck,
I'm just gonna walk
holding on
over.
for dear life.
I'm just gonna walk over to him, kind of ignoring.
Cleese is going to step in your way.
Really, you saw us do that. You're deeply outnumbered. Is this a fight you want to pick right now?
I'm going to still hanging on to his neck and holding the dagger. I'm not the same child I was when you first had me kidnapped here. Do you really want to find out what tricks I've learned since I've been gone?
They're good tricks.
And Sirius is going to kind of turn one eye to him and say, "I'm sure you've garnered some new tricks in your travels, and perhaps you figured out a few things, but you don't think at the same time I also may have garnered some tricks of my own?"
I'm just gonna pull the dagger in tighter against his neck after that.
He will hold up both of his hands, and he will say, "You don't think somebody like me hasn't been in a situation before?"
I wouldn't say.
This is over at Quincy. No, I'm actually going to say you haven't. What do you
I'm
think,
not going to
Leslie?
respond to him.
And with that, he is going to snap both of his fingers, and he is going to disappear.
Is he casting a
I'm still
spell?
holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a spell?
That is a
Did
spell.
he turn invisible or did he teleport? That's the question.
With somebody,
Spell's a spell.
it is.
And I got close to him on purpose.
Well, right now, Cleese is in your way. So I don't. All right. I think I'm going to give you disadvantage because Cleese is in the way, and he would probably try and stick you.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Rolls a 1 and a 20.
That'd at least be funny, if nothing else. Nah, my lower roll was a 13.
Okay.
Not bad.
So you try and take a swing to get over Cleese, and Cleese's blade, he will draw it, and it will connect with the handle of your hammer, and you watch as the end of this blade just kind of wraps around your weapon.
So you want to die for this man? Pathetic.
And lastly, Sirius will disappear, as far as you know, and you will collapse to the floor.
Fucker. I'm gonna go look for him. I don't
Okay.
care what Cleese is doing. I'll book
Alright.
it.
So I would like Gundir, Lazuli, and Surak. Roll me some initiative.
Cool. That's a solid 18. 19, 20, 21. Fantastic.
By the way, I just wanted to be on the record that my effective speed is currently 70.
Holy
Ah.
shit.
God damn.
And I can double move.
Oh my god. 140 speed.
Tyler, what did you get? Oh, Tyler's away.
I think he's just leaning off to the side. I saw him roll.
Okay.
Tyler, you're muted. What did you get?
God damn it! How long have I been muted for?
I don't know.
Like the last 10
Probably a
minutes.
while.
I'm pretty sure I've said a lot of things.
Oh, no.
None of us
Dude.
heard any of it.
You were muted the whole time.
Damn it!
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's fine. Tyler, roll for initiative.
Yeah, hold on. I rolled the online ones and they suck ass, so I'm skipping them.
Okay.
14.
14 for you.
12. Still better than what I rolled online.
Just went real quiet first for some reason.
How? I thought I unmuted myself after I got my high back. Why is it?
Can hear you.
I can hear you fine.
Oh, now you can hear me, but I was saying earlier. I didn't
I
realize
think
how long I
RJ's
was-
just
Ethan
moving some stuff around.
Ethan.
Yeah, I'm setting up combat.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Alright.
Fireworks.
So, Lazuli, you up first. Phoebe?
Yep, no, I'm good. Sorry. Yeah, finding Sirius is my first point of order here.
Okay.
He completely disappeared, correct?
As far
Like,
as
that was
you
a-
know,
That was a teleport thing, not an invisibility thing. Because even if he was invisible, you could like hold. I would be able to hold on to him.
do you want to roll Arcana?
Sure.
Well, I mean, it's not invisibility. It's likely Misty Step or teleportation.
If it's ethereal mist, then we're all in trouble.
16.
You think he cast Misty Step.
Yeah, that figures. It's the lowest level option for getting out of a choke.
Okay, you said there was an exit.
So currently,
Misty Step only gets you 30 feet.
you're in this room, and there are guards at all exits. So
There's an
four-
exit at 3 different.
There's the kitchen, there's the two side exits, and the way that you come in. But all the exits had guards come in at the doors. 2 guards for each door.
Probably would have gone for the one behind him. Because Misty Step is only a 30-foot range, if I'm remembering correctly.
You are.
And that would be the closest one for him to just pop out of the room entirely. Otherwise, he would have shown back up in the room. Okay. Hmm. I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. Above the guards at the door closest to where Sirius was sitting.
Okay.
They need to make wisdom saves.
How is an 18 and a 15?
Ah, fuckers. The save is 15. Shit.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'm just vibing then. Hold on. I guess I'll move up to the guards.
Okay, at the door.
Yeah,
All right. You do that.
just to get closer. And then that's all in my turn.
All right. Well, that. We have Mr. Cleese. Alrighty. So
John Cleese.
Cleese is going to be locking up with you. And he is going to unfixate his weapon from you. And he is going to say, well, I technically don't work for him directly. I work for the person above him, and my directive is to protect him. And I don't think I'm going to die. Certainly not from someone like you.
No, it would take someone much weaker than me to kill you.
So you think. And he is going to... You're going to watch as he takes this sword, and you're going to see kind of sparks fly off of it as he's going to try and attack you. Does a... I think, was it 18? Does that hit you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sorry if you can hear the fireworks through my microphone.
No, that's fine.
I think there's fireworks on everyone's ends. It was bound to pick up on.
Let's say that's just
So-
the plan going off. Don't worry about it.
Just the
The
plan.
what?
It's just the plan.
Yeah, that's just
All a part of the plan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He is going to hit you for 4 slashing damage and 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
And he is going to try to hit you again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a 15 hits you.
It hits.
Does it? No.
Barely.
He is going to be hitting you for 3 and a 5, which is 8 and 1 lightning damage.
Okay.
All right. Up next is you.
Let's set a. I'll show you how to land a blow. And I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And I'll take a swing at him this time.
That's fair.
Nope. We'll take our second swing. Second one's a 17.
That just hits.
He's wearing armor.
You don't know what he's... I mean, he's wearing the hood.
He's wearing armor.
Yeah.
This man does not have a high enough wisdom to unarmored defense to 17. I'm calling that right now.
Okay.
12 damage.
All right. We'll take it.
Wait, hang on. Let me double check my math here. 14 damage.
Okay. 2. Got you. Alrighty. June near. It is your turn.
Yeah, gun, your fighting time. Yeah.
So, Gungnir, you watch as the two warbots, or the Gungnir copies, are going to pick up Esther Buchanan, and they are going to drag him.
Did they actually make it?
No escape.
No, they haven't made it yet, but they're about halfway to the door.
Gungnir rages.
Oh.
Here's all the come of
I was
that.
literally about to be like, in before Gungnir ignores all of the active threats to focus on the unconscious body of Buchanan.
Alright, so Gungnir, you rage.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, Gungnir's like perfectly still the entire meeting, and then all this happens in front of him, and then all that happens is he starts sparking. Eventually, it's just unleashed.
Alrighty.
Oh, RJ gave a real good.
So, both of these robots watch you as you rage, and they sit there and they look at you.
Oh, Buchanan's taking a whomping.
Alright, he will be taking. That's 10,
Yes, they both exploded, I think.
5, 20. He will be taking 23 damage as both of these robots explode right on him, essentially. And
Fucking shit.
oof. He is going to be sent flying out of the doorway. I'm going to make dex saves the guards on that side door. Okay, they're both going to get out of the way. But he is going to go through the door. And I am going to... He's going to take an extra 6 damage going through the door and breaking both of the doors, knocking them... And he is going to fly out into the hallway.
You can't see it, he can't do it, but you get the sense that Gungnir's smiling right now.
His spirit certainly is. Leslie's focus is currently on panicking.
Great. Tyler, I think you are close enough to ping one of the guards. Because when you rage, you get to deal damage to somebody.
Yeah. Raging's a bonus action, right? So I still have an action technique.
Yeah.
Yes. Pop, 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 pop.
Speaking of which, mark that off. Alright, so there's the two guys behind me, there's two guards on every other doorway, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, Surak's busy with, what's his face? So I'll just take out the guards behind me, I guess. Actually, no. Leslie, you're trying to get to Sirius, right?
Yeah. Powers of deduction say he went that way, so I'm dealing with the guards at the other end of the room.
How far away is that?
It's the other end of the room, I don't know.
I will say you will be able to make it in 30 feet.
Gungnir needs to live up to his reputation. He's gonna charge. Bust open the doorway.
No,
So you
shall live.
No
You are
doors
going-
shall live in my house.
You're going to charge the two guards at the other end of the...
Yeah. I don't actually have charge, but yes.
How exactly are you charging? So basically, there's a big table in front of you.
Mhm.
And you can go to the sides of the table, but there's guards there who'll probably get opportunity attacks.
I'll go over the table.
Okay,
I was about to say, offer on top of the table.
all right. So Gungnir runs straight down this fucking table,
I'm surprised it can support him.
just knocking off all the food, breaking dishes, yada yada. And let's see here. I am going to go for guards. Alrighty. So one got a nat 20, so he's going to get out of the way. The other got a 3. So one guy will dodge out of the way, and Gungnir, you are going to pain train the other one through the doors.
Meanwhile, you leaped over Leslie or something.
Leslie just motioned herself so that she just
She just ducked down and Gungnir stepped over her.
exactly.
Crush all of the fucking dishes and whatnot and don't step on the child and boom, straight into the...
Alrighty. So he will take 5 damage as he gets blasted.
So anyway,
And I will take that as a pusher of type of. That's kind of how I'm going to rule that. And I don't think he gets anything else because he didn't attack.
No.
True, but he's serious on the other side of the door.
Oh, right. So you blow through the door, you take this guy with you, and you see the back kitchen door is still, like the outdoor of the kitchen on the other side, is still swinging.
Noted.
Fucking pussy!
Pussy.
Hey, pussy.
Alrighty, so now it's time for some guards. So Gunir, the guard that you knocked over, he's going to get up, and he's going to try and attack you.
All right.
Ooh, rough eats. Does the nat 20 hit you?
I'm going to reflect this.
Oh,
only
of
one man
course.
has that ability, and it can
Only
only
one
happen
man has that
time.
ability.
Rules is written, a nat 20 hit.
No. Alrighty. He will be hitting you for 16 damage, reduced to 8.
All right.
Okay, now for some other guards. One guard. Lastly, the guard that got out of the way of Gunnir's charge is going to try and restrain you. Great. You have a choice, acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, acrobatics, abso-fucking-lutely.
Quick, do a flip!
Come on, baby, don't fail me now. Okay, I'll take that. That's a 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Alright, he only got a 15, so it just...
Flip. Aha, too short for you.
And...
Stinky.
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 Do
Do I have any reactions to guys? Why are you doing this?
One of the guards that was by the door Buchanan way, he is going to actually leave and go into the check on him. And that other one is going to make his way over Lazuli and Surak, and he is going to sit there with his sword at the ready. The other two are going to, the two at the other end of the room where Gunyer was, they're going to pull out some throwing knives, and they're going to try and throw knives at you, Surak. I don't think a 3 hits you.
No, my AC's not great, but it ain't that.
A knife is just going to go way wide and just stick into the wall. I don't think a 10 hits you either.
No, it doesn't.
Another knife is just going to fly past your other shoulder, stick into the wall, and both of these guards will feel very embarrassed for their accuracy.
I'm just gonna look over my shoulder at them like, the fuck?
And I think that's it for guards. So Ball is then going to stand up. Oh boy, someone's having fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to walk towards the door where the two guards are, and the door that you guys came in, and they are trying. They're going to try and attack him as a reaction. They both don't hit.
Surprise, surprise.
And he is going to open the doors and turn the corner, and you will see him disappear. Alrighty then. So we're gonna pause combat for a moment. Harrow, you have made it over the top of the fortress, and there's still a kind of blue, glowy sheen in the air. What would you like to do?
I want to figure out where those cages are for the slaves.
Okay, you can see from where you are, and with the blue glow, you can see the cages in the corner of the island.
I'm gonna fly right over, and I'm gonna try and pick one of the locks
Okay,
with my thing.
before that happens, Torval, you have made it up to the iron door of the fortress at the top of the steps. What would you like to do?
Is there anyone at the door, or are they all indisposed?
You aren't sure.
Would like to try to open it.
Okay, you try and open it. He jiggles, but it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're jiggling the door, you hear, "Hey, who's making all that racket?" I mean, there's a lot of racket going on here. And you watch as a dwarf comes over with a stool, stands in between the viewing grate, and he says, "You don't happen to know what's going on around here?"
Please, you need to let me in. I can fix this. It's not too late. But you need to let me in, Sonny.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Alrighty. Alright, that is what that is. Come on. 9.
Shit.
All right. So the dwarf is going to look at you and say, "Let me in." And he's gonna just roll his eyes and go, "Yeah, they don't pay me enough." And you will hear the door unlock.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
I rolled and he got a 2.
I was expecting that Hera was gonna have to jump him from the other side.
And
Nope, Harrow can continue with the cages.
the door will unlock, and the guard will leave it open and will start heading down towards the docks. And he'll just kind of say to you, "I don't know what's going on, but I want to get as far away from it as possible."
Good. That's wise. Escape the wrath of Rotha while you still can.
Wrath of what, Tom?
The king of all crabs, you fool!
What are you smoking, man? And he's gonna head down the steps. Harrow, what would you roll for lockpicking? Just
Sleight of hand.
I don't know. I did it in the first session when I saved Mayor Wild.
I'll just
So I
do
figured I'd love to
we'll say
again.
What it
we'll say
usually-
sleight of hand.
Yeah, well, what it usually is dexterity and then plus proficiency if you have these tools as a proficiency.
True. What is that? Do you have these tools as a proficiency?
So you said sleight of hand?
Yeah. Just roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I mean, it is literally his hand in this case.
Yeah, I guess that does make
Yeah.
sense.
12 plus 4, 16.
16. All right, so you start getting to work on the cages, and a little elf girl is trying to come over to you, say, "Hey, who are you? What are you trying to do with your hand? You gotta be careful. I mean, all the guards aren't here right now, but if they were, well, I don't know what
I
they
killed
would do."
them. I'm saving you guys.
You're saving us?
Well, yeah, no one deserves to live like this.
Oh, okay. Let me go get Barnabas. He might be able to.
Finger
So
jiggling sounds intensify.
as you're sitting there, you see a grung, old looking frog boy
God.
step out from all the other slaves wearing burlap, and he sees you and goes, Howdy there, youngin'. You, trying to get us out of here? It's mighty kind of you.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you want to get these old here cages unlocked, I'd probably recommend getting the key. Or you could always break them. They're kind of hard to get out, and the last guy that actually figured out how to unlock them, they cut his head off, so. I think there might be a set of keys, and he'll point over to a kind of an outpost-looking thing on the other side of the lawn. I think there might be a set of keys in that outpost if you think you can get them.
There's the ultimate key in the kitchen.
I'll fly over there real quickly and see what I can find.
Okay, so you go over to the guard outpost. Torval, what are you doing at this moment?
I'm scanning the yard. I have my map. I have what looks like Sirius's manor on there.
You're looking up and down. You see the manor, and you look over left. Flies across the yard.
See the cage. So the cages there. It looks like Harrow's taking care of the cages.
Mm-hmm.
You basically just opened the door for all of the pirates, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Perfection.
That's.
I will say, Torval, as you are sitting there, map. Give me a perception check.
Yep. 8. I need different dice. I'm gonna switch to this one.
All right. You do not notice anything.
All right. I'm gonna head towards the entrance of the mansion.
Okay. Harrow, you go to the guard outpost and you go inside. And as soon as you enter, a guard jumps out and points a dagger at you with very shaky hands. And he says, "Don't mess with me. I'll cut you dead."
Look, man, I have dealt with way worse than you. Just give me the key to the cages, and I'll let you live. You can go do whatever. I don't need to deal with you, okay?
He'll sit there and he'll look at you and he'll go, I'll have a duty to oh, my fucking
serious?
kidding. And he's going to take his keyring, throw it at your face, and try and use that as a distraction.
I want to use the facility to catch it.
Okay, you can catch it. And he will run past you and say, I hate this bloody island.
This is what Sirius gets for being a dick. Nobody wants to be loyal to him except for, like, the really shitty people.
I'm gonna fly right back to the cages and just open all of them.
So far, nobody's really loyal to him. They're just loyal to the guy who keeps him around.
Yep. Alrighty, so you are going to start opening the cages. You think there's about somewhere around 60 to 65 each, but you're not necessarily counting them all individually. And that growing Barnabas and the little elf girl, they're going to try and help you organize and get people under control. And Barnabas is going to say to you, well, I do reckon it is mighty kind of you. I happen to have this rock here.
We have a boat. I think we should have, hopefully, enough space.
And he's gonna say, all right, people, single file, try and stay together, get a partner, hold hands, don't get lost, and
you kind of cut out towards the end there.
he's basically just telling everybody to follow you back to the boat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them and make sure nobody's messing with them while we're getting going.
All right. So Lazuli, back to you.
I am booking it after Sirius.
Okay. There will be a guard that gets an opportunity attack on you.
Cool. Sure. I'll take it. He might hit me. I'll take it.
He does not hit you. I don't think a 6 is going to do it.
No.
And there is a guard who had a red. So he's going to.
There's a guard who had a what?
a readied action.
Oh, okay.
He's going to try and attack you as well.
Cool.
Does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Right.
Still just gonna take it and run.
Okay. He will be hitting you for 10.
Oof. That hurts. Okay. I'm good. Still
All right.
moving.
And you will, are you dashing?
Yes.
Alrighty. So you are gonna take that hit, go into the kitchen, past Gungnir, and you're gonna go through the back kitchen door. And you're going to look down this long hallway, and you're going to see Sirius is opening up part of the wall. And
Okay.
this wall opens up, and it has stairs descending down.
Go. Well, yeah. Can I? You said it's stairs?
Yes. I already know what you're gonna do.
God, I hope this fucking works.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor at his feet.
Okay. What does he have to make?
He seems to make a dex save of 15. Oh god, I'm crossing my fingers that this works.
Fortunately, he got an 18.
Fuck! That would have been so funny! Oh, fuck! Alright. Well, that's all I can do. I know where he's going.
Does Earth Tremor not still deal half damage on a success?
No. On a failed save, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. It does not say.
Hmm. I might be thinking
On
of
a
a different-
succeed, it takes half. Most of the
Oh,
other spells that are like that.
However, the ground in the area becomes difficult terrain until it's cleared.
No, it only becomes difficult terrain if it's loose earth or stone,
Oh, if it's
and
you're right.
it's inside, so it's not that at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Righty, so it's Cleese. Cleese is going to try to attack you again. 14 is not going to hit you, right?
Just below.
Oh.
That's a block.
All right. Whiff and a whiff. So you are going to watch as he takes the sword and he clicks the bottom of it, and that that rigid blade will you know Ivy from Soul Calibur, her weapon, it's gonna ching 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 and become more whip like.
Oh, he's got bloodborne.
And that's good.
He's got bloodborne trick weapons.
So that's gonna be
Yeah, my first thought was the guy from Bleach.
Yep. So that's gonna be his turn. Not really doing a whole lot here. And now it's your turn.
Fuck him up.
Talking's a free action, right?
Yes.
I'd like to look at the remaining guards in the room. Now, really think about this. Do you want to risk your lives and die for a man who didn't bat an eye when one of the highest level spat blood on the floor?
Roll me intimidation with advantage.
I like advantage. Well, thank God I had advantage, because one of those is a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
How's a 15?
Okay. Okay.
My magnum opus.
Okay.
Nearly complete.
So you say that, and they all look at you. They look at the Joy's corpse. And all of them except for 2 book it.
Jesus Christ!
So the 2 that stuck around was the one that's with Gungnir,
That poor bastard.
and
You probably
the
didn't hear.
other one that stuck around was the one that had readied the action.
Good going.
We'll do it at like 10.
We'll join you. If you want to start now, that's fine. And
That's fine.
okay. Okay. So that's free action. Well, it's probably better just to try to be efficient. Yeah, I'll just take a swing at him.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
Fantastic. That's 15 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I will take another swing. Okay, we're on the Cyrus plan of only hitting one.
So seems everyone else in this combat.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I'm sensing a theme for this fight.
Tyler, it's your turn.
All right. Well, whoever hit me, I want to hit him back.
Okay. I don't think anybody. Did anyone hit him?
Yeah,
No.
someone hit me.
No, I don't think anyone hit you. You just kind
You
of
guys-
steam trained through some people, and they were too startled to figure shit out.
No, someone. I steam dreams. I steamed.
Oh, one guy
the
nat
one,
20
the,
did.
the one. Oh, yeah, the guy
That's right.
that you steam trains. I got you.
Yeah, the one of the two guards left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's only the one guard in front of you.
Well, first, give him a zap.
Yes. Yeah, this is that guard, I guess.
Okay. How much does he take it?
He has to take. Hold on. I have to remember what it is. I have to go. I keep on forgetting. I have to go to features and traits to find this.
It's a D6 or a D4.
It's 1d6. Okay. And it's a dex save.
Okay.
That is 4.
Yeah, I don't think a 9's gonna do it, Chief.
Yeah, it takes 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smack him with a warhammer.
Do
What?
it.
Scratch it. Scratch that. A maul. A +1 maul.
Okay.
And revenge is sweet. That is a nat 20 in response, my friend.
Okay.
This is gonna
There
be
we go. Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking. All right, now how are we doing this again? We doubling the dice, or are we doubling the number of rolled on?
I'm doubling the dice.
Meaning,
Whatever he rolls,
Yeah.
he doubles.
okay, I wanted to make sure.
Okay, so
Because I say double the dice to mean roll twice the amount of dice.
that is 8 plus 8 times 2 is 16 plus 6 is 22.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll to hit him again. That is I rolled a 15 plus 9. Does a 24 hit?
He flexes.
He flexes.
He's not puffing up for that.
He sweats nervously and flexes.
He's so nervous. And that is an 11.
All right. So Gungnir,
Yeah.
you take your maul from the first hit and you just pound it into his fucking chest cavity. You wind up for the second hit, and you just watch as his cage just flattens, and just nothing but crunching as you blast a square-sized hole in his chest, and he crumbles.
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm. And that's it for that guy. Righty. So the one guard left, he is going to look at his friend who has a hole in him. He's going to see that. All right, he's still going to stick around. and he's going to come over to you, Gungnir, and he's going to try and attack you.
All right.
Yeah.
Bring it.
That's not happening. Gonna try again. All right. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes. My IC is high, but not that high.
All right. He's going to be hitting you for 12. Reduce it to 6.
All right.
Righty then. All right. So back up round. All right. Pausing combat again. Torval, you enter the mansion. Okay?
Okay.
And things are amiss. Well, basically, you enter the mansion and you, 4 guards just fleeing. They run out from, you don't know who it is, you have no idea, but you just see them book it, see you, and just book it past you.
Cool. Where were they running from?
Well, you don't know. They came from a door.
I go towards that door.
Okay, you go into that door. Do you open it? Do you go right in?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to find where the action is.
You go right in. Torval, roll me initiative.
There we go. All right. That stayed on the table just barely. That's 22.
Ooh.
Paul just busts in the door and gets like a Smash Brothers title card.
Torval enters the battle.
All right.
Torval conspires to murder.
So, top of the round. Torval, you're up first, baby.
I mean, what do I see?
So you come in through the door. You see, damage. You see some explosion marks. You see in the door. You see a dead man in the kitchen. You see Serac entangled with Khalees. You see the Joy in a pool of her own blood on the ground.
You don't see Lazuli.
You don't see Lazuli, and you don't see Ball.
Where'd the asshole go?
What's up?
I'm yelling to Serac. Where'd the main asshole go?
Sorak just like holding up Grace's one arm, just takes one arm off, just motions towards the door Lazuli ran through.
140.
No. He actually he went through the door that Torval came in.
No, he said the main bad.
Oh, the main asshole. I gotcha.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
No, that's our asshole.
Yeah. So yes, 140 move speed.
Okay.
Yo, you want to see some real speed?
You're gonna meet up with me.
Alrighty. So you make it all the way to Lazuli as you just watch as he zips through the fucking room past, like, kind of blink and you'll miss it.
Where'd he go?
She's pointing at the open thing with the stairs that he's probably still descending down.
Yep.
Or just starting to descend down.
He's about a quarter of the way down.
Actually, you probably watched me try to cast Earth Tremor on him and it failed.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess if I'm out of move, am I out of movement at this point?
Yes.
Then that's just as a bonus. I'll take out my short sword and just like, whoosh,
Okay.
just get that all ready. Ow, 6.
Yikes.
Ow.
A little overzealous, but we're good.
Alrighty. So, Lazuli, you're up next, but you're going to watch as Sirius, you see him just book it down these fucking steps.
I'm booking it after him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can. 60 foot. Can I move up to be in range to cast Shatter on him?
I will say that it is possible.
It is what?
Possible.
It is possible.
Okay.
And if it's
'Cause
possible,
Shatter,
it's
Shatter has
possible.
a 60-foot range.
Yes.
So I just want to move up close enough to get him within Shatter range.
Okay.
Of course, it's another fucking save, but at least he takes half as much damage. Yeah, I'm casting Shatter on him. He
Okay.
needs to make a save. Constitution.
Got it. 2.
2?
Yes.
Oh boy. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 thunder damage.
Fun.
All right.
Fun.
We'll take that as it cracks him, and he doesn't like it.
Good.
Okay. Is that it?
I moved as far up to him as I could, so I'm assuming Torval will be able to make it up to him. It's next turn. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's all I can do at the moment. That's all I really want to do at the moment. So I'm done.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna skip over Ethan and Cleese's turn because Ethan last. Tyler, we're gonna zip to you for now.
All right, who's the next closest victim of
The
enemy?
guy that just attacked you.
That's not.
Yes.
That's not that. That's a status without a very long prognosis.
What if the number 2 was pronounced 12?
Ah.
What?
Anyway, would you like to kill this man?
Yes, I would. He has to make a dex save.
Okay.
If he succeeds, he takes half damage of.
No, he got a 4.
Well, he takes 5 lightning damage.
All right, he takes that.
Now he's going to get smacked in the face with a maul.
Gotcha.
Because I am Darth Maul. Does a 21 hit?
Maybe.
Maybe. plus 1 maul, plus 9 to hit. Gotta love it. So that is 8, 10, 16 damage.
Okay. Take that.
And then it's going to happen again.
Okay.
And that is. I rolled a 13 plus 9, so 22.
Yeah.
So that is 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 6 is 17 damage.
All right. So for this guy, you crack him on one side of the, and then you crack him on the other side of the face. You ever had a watermelon with a sledgehammer? That's his head. So
You're just picking these guards off one turn at a time.
goodbye. All right. So I skipped over you and Cleese because you had walked out. So
Yes, I.
we're gonna. No, that's fine. We're gonna go back to that. So I just had Tyler kill another time.
I was here for that part.
Yep. Alrighty. So Cleese is going to he's going to take his new whip sword and he is going to try and wrap this around you. Does an 18 hit?
Am I allowed to say no if I punch him in the balls?
Good man, right? All right. I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! He
I'm smiling, but we'll see what the dice have. Okay. None of them want to behave tonight. 15.
Okay. So this sword, it's not going to be super tight, but it's going to wrap around enough to where it's going to constrain you a bit. You can still, you can still move your arms and you can still swing and whatnot, but this blade is now wrapped around. And he's going to be hitting you for 8 lightning damage as he charges this weapon with electricity as it coils around the sword and shocks you.
Mm.
And that is going to be his turn. Now it is your turn.
What is this? What part of me is this wrapped around?
It's going to be your waist.
My waist?
Yes.
And he's one-handing the sword.
No, he's two-handing.
Mm.
Because it's a two-handed sword, not a one-handed. It's like,
Can I try to bring my maul down on and try to disarm him while stepping backward?
Are you gonna butt him with the end?
No, I mean turn it upside down.
Yeah.
And if I step backwards and strike it, I'm gonna see if I can maybe.
Okay.
Do you want just an attack roll, strength check?
Just give me an attack roll first.
Sure. That's a 19.
That'll hit.
Mm. All right. First time for everything. 6. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yikes, hard pass. Alrighty, so you're gonna hit his hands, and he is try to hang on, and you're gonna hear some crunching noises underneath your hammer as you step back and you see that some of his fingers, they're not in positions they should be.
World's smallest violin.
All right, so I'd like to unwrap the sword from myself.
Okay.
So I wanna. I'm gonna try to ball it up and tuck it away inside the vest for now.
Okay. Yep.
And I would like to take a second swing if I may.
Go ahead.
All right. That's a 22. And as I take this swing, I'll just be like, let's see how tough you are without your little toe.
Okay.
$13 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. So he is going to try and put his arms up to defend himself. Kind of like this. And you're going to hit him right in the middle of this.
Ooh.
And you're going to hear more crunching noise as both of his, the front of his arms just dangle. And he's going to kind of give you the uh-oh eyes.
The oh eyes.
And you said I couldn't beat you.
Alrighty. Oh, the guards are all dead. Alrighty, so Harrow.
Hello.
Alrighty, you get all the slaves in groups. They're all, they've all got the buddy system going, and you make it to the iron door to take them down to the docks. And right as you get to the iron door, the pirates start flooding in.
How quickly are the pirates flooding in?
It takes about maybe 2-3 minutes for them to file in and then just start wreaking havoc and tearing up the place. Some of them are flipping over things, others are ripping up the lawn, others are destroying the hedges and the plants, others are throwing rocks at the windows. They're just fucking the place up.
They're not giving any of the slaves any trouble, right?
No, because they saw you and they know that mess with you.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell again. Do not drink the wine.
Okay.
Don't do it. Be safe. And then I'm just gonna keep leading the slaves and making the slaves and making sure they're safe.
Alrighty, so you will lead them back down to the docks. You face no opposition as a lot of the guards are actually getting on the tiny ships down at the docks, and they're fucking off. They're leaving. They ain't having it. So you will take these, all these slaves, and you will get them onto the boat. And as you are, leading them, you will see Theomund or Theo off the side of the boat, and he'll see you, leading, all these slaves to the boat, and he will wave, and you'll even notice a small tear kind of shed from his eyes as he waves to all of them, and Barnabas sees this and goes, oh, you rescued Theo too. That was mighty kind of you. This is a really nice
I
thing
found
you're
him down in
doing."
the caves.
And she'll kind of yell up, "Hey, Theomund, who are these guys? Oh, them? They're the Improbables."
I forgot that's what Quinn told him.
Torval.
I forgot that's what he came up with.
Torval about this. Yeah, that's us, the Improbables. Here to help you.
And you will,
Never
Harrow,
expect us.
you will help manage get people on the ship. Alrighty.
Anyone that is elderly or injured, I will help just fly
Okay.
onto the ship. They don't gotta.
Alright, so you do that. Back in combat, lastly, you watch as Sirius just books it the fuck down these stairs, and you watch as he gets to a large metal door that kind of looks like a safe door or something, and he's gonna start frantically spinning it open.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't, bitch.
And he is going to get it open, and that's all he can do. Torval, it is your turn.
Oh, get him, guys.
How far is he from me?
I'd say he's about probably about 80 feet, because you're at the end of the hall, so you have to go down the hall,
80.
down the stairs, all the way to the vault where he is.
Couldn't be 10 feet shorter than that.
I doubt this is gonna work.
What do I have?
Where'd you go? Hi.
Say, hey, you got anything that might target, like, his ability to, his, like, strength or ability to, dodge shit?
Well, I tried Earth Tremor.
Target his strength or dex check, because I can make him worse at those.
I don't have anything specifically that's for strength.
Dex also
Mostly
works.
just. Well, I can try Earth Tremor again.
Alright, I'll set you
That's
up.
the only one I have. Well, yeah, that Fairy Fire.
I will get in range of him. Within 30 feet of him, that is.
Okay.
Which I can do easily. And I'll tell you what, I'll get within 15 feet of him.
Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to hit him with the Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
Okay.
He will swell up painfully. And until the end of my next turn, he will take a D8 necrotic if he makes more than one melee or ranged attack during his turn, and have disadvantage on strength and dex.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yeah.
And I don't really have anything. I kind of forgot to retrieve my crossbow from Harrow, so there's not much else I can do.
Right. Leslie.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
This
Well,
will-
guess I'm gonna do my job and cast Earth Tremor again.
Okay.
Get closer too. I would say.
Oh yeah, I would move closer. I move up as close as I can get, and then cast Earth Tremor.
What's the save again?
He needs to make a dex save. 15.
Oh, 15. All right.
And he is not feeling very.
He has
dexterous right
disadvantage.
No. So, one was a 16, the other was a 15.
now. A what?
Hey, what?
16 and 15 is what I rolled at disadvantage.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck. That's all I can do.
Okay. We will be going back to. All
There needs to
right.
be like a reverse inspiration where you can give someone disadvantage.
Big,
Yeah, that's called divination with
big,
essentially.
please.
Mm.
All right. Please is going to look at the situation he is. He's going to look at the condition and he is going to try and
He is.
yes.
You fool.
Would you like to make an opportunity attack?
I would. This is disrespectful. You can't talk smack and then pussy out.
What did you get?
Do it. Do it.
What did you get?
That's a
That's a
He
nat
got a
20.
2! He got
Oh
a
my
2!
Nat 20.
clunk.
Beamers while you're at it.
You know, I'm aiming for the back of his head and just on a wind up. A wicked path deserves a wicked end. Embarrassing. Crits double all damage minus modifier, right?
Yes.
Double all dice, yeah.
Double. Do they double all damage past modifiers?
Not.
It's
not,
up to
not
the
that-
Any
whether you're.
bonuses, right?
So it's just the dice will get doubled. Any mods will your rage and your stay the same.
That's what I was double checking. I was a little passive as much as I'd like them to. All right, then that's a feel bad.
How much?
Oh, come here.
9, less than one of my normal attacks. I rolled a pair of 2s.
Yeah.
Fuck, doubling. Yeah.
What if I told you he had 8 health?
I mean, I'm relieved at least.
Compress this man's head into his.
I mean, do you remember what I did to the skeleton with a page on it?
To the back of the head.
Barry Bonds.
Alrighty. So here's my question: Do you wanna go for the foul ball or do you want to go?
Oh, you gotta go for the home run.
All right. So this
We're
man
swinging for the.
way, and you just hork full swing, and you hit him in the back of the head, and you hear his neck tendon just tear as your hammer collides with him, and just upward slide, uppercut, and his head just flies down and goes all the way out to the other end of the room, out the window. And his body actually gets about maybe 4 or 5 steps away from you before it collapses.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'd say that's a suitable punishment for a path as bloodstained as yours.
All right.
Is that tasty? I gave Lola
So,
a bit of pirate's
We
cooking.
are going to drop initiative.
Okay.
All right. So, Lasley and Torval, you are in this hallway, these stairs, and Sirius is going to look at the two of you, and he's going to say, "Well," and I know he's. Well, I'm going to say bloated agonies. Just because I don't feel.
End of his next turn is when it wears off.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not. I'm just gonna just so he's not.
Okay.
I'll say that's worn off. He's gonna say, "Well, it's been fun, and I do say you almost had me, but," and he's going to grab the door and quickly close it as you hear it lock from the other side.
Gone. Here.
And
Gone.
he is going to say from.
I couldn't hear you. You cut out.
He's gonna say from the other side of the door because the two of you can hear him. He'll say, "Now, good luck trying to get in here. This."
Cut out again.
It's
No good. So you cut out again. Good luck trying to get in here.
It's my panic room.
Well, we'll do our best. I want to say you're gonna miss the fireworks in there.
There's no fireworks in here, you silly man.
You'll feel them.
Oh, I don't care. I have enough food in here to last me 2. I don't feel like you tripe will be waiting that long for me.
I think you need to meet our friend Gunyer again. He has a name that we like to refer to him on occasion. Door Slayer.
Door Slayer.
Where is Gunner?
Door Slayer Gungnir.
Alright? Alright, so initiative is drop. What would you all like to...
I'm gonna wait by the door and tell Torval to go up and get the others.
I will book looking for Gungnir.
Well, you saw him in the kitchen.
Oh
so.
yeah.
You saw him putting a hole in a man.
So my boots last 10 minutes. I don't know how long it's been, but
I'll say you still got 2 minutes left.
Okay, cool. I'll zip for Gungnir in the kitchen, and when I find him, I'll be like, "Hey, we have a door that you need to kill."
Gungnir's like looking over like one of his kills with his hammer raised, and then he slowly turns over to you, just like robot style.
You have been terminated.
I'll beckon for him to follow.
Yeah,
Sirac, is there... okay, you guys are under the door. Is there anything you want to do, Sirac?
I want the collection cloaks.
Okay, so you will take Lisa's cloak. When you go over to the Joy's body, when you're starting to take her cloak off, you notice there is a scythe on her back.
No, it's not. It's in my pocket.
All right, you're taking it. Fair enough. So you have taken both of their weapons.
I'll just slowly transform into my dark hair's 500,000 weapons.
This is mine now. All right. So down at the door. After you're done, do you go to the door?
Oh yeah, I'll search for the others. Just
Alrighty. So everybody except Harrow's the door. Getting slaves
Harrow's doing.
off the island. Gunner, what would you like to do?
I brought the battering ram.
What the battery, man? Gungnir's just gonna look over the door, and I'm gonna inspect it. Can I, try to get a feel for this door? See
Okay. This is a thick-ass door. It's probably the thick-ass door you've ever seen in your life.
How many C's?
7.
It's 7.
That is a lot of C's.
Alternate version where Shava temporarily inhabits Gungnir.
Oh my
Well, I'm gonna wreck this door.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna wreck it.
All right, Gungnir's gonna just like back up. Gungnir's gonna look at. He's gonna look at. He's seen Sirac do it. He's gonna look at Sirac for a second, look at the door, and then just crack his non-existent knuckles.
You're gonna hear the servos kind of.
So yeah, Gungnir's gonna get as far back as he can, and then charge the door and hit it with all his might.
Alrighty. Give me a strength check.
Strength. Where the heck is my D20 go?
20.
Come on.
Where am I?
Tyler, would you like to hit this door like 5 dump trucks taped together specifically?
Yes, but I have to find my D20 to do that first. Where the hell's my D20 go? My D20 is MIA.
Oh
I'm just a dumbass. It's right in front of me.
no. Alrighty. Roll for door.
Roll for door.
Oh, cat chips.
That is not a nat 20, but it is a 16 plus, what is my strength mod?
Gotta be a 5, right?
5, yeah, so 21.
Alrighty. So you
Pretty good.
bash into this door,
Is it enough for 7 Cs, though?
and you leave a bit of a dent, not a lot, and you hear from inside, like you'll ever scratch this. This is an entire vault made of mithril.
Gungnir will hear that. You know what? He's gonna send a request. He's gonna send like a request to HQ asking any weaknesses for mithril. Mithril vault doors.
They will send back acquire a death laser.
Acquire a death laser. In lieu of death laser that Gungnir does not have, he's going to try to turn himself into one in rage, and then to try it again. He's going to try to turn himself into a railgun.
Okay.
You get advantage on those checks in rage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Try it again with advantage.
The first was a 7. The second was, in fact, a nat 20.
Pog.
That's a 25. 25.
Alrighty. So you run all the way to the top of the stairs and run all the fucking way down. Just toot toot. And you slam into this door and you leave a Gungnir-sized dent in it, like just a freaking Gungnir mold. But the door has not come down. It's still up and standing.
Does it look like it's less secure?
You're not quite sure. This thing looks very sturdy.
Think you can take 1 or 2 more hits, Gungnir?
Gungnir, looks at Surak, looks down at his body, looks back up, cracks his neck, mimicking Surak's movements.
It doesn't do anything, but he's got the spirit.
With the power of Surak invested in me.
You know what this is? Gungnir? Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Yeah, Gungnir goes as far back. You know what? What's as far back as Gungnir can go? Like how?
It's upstairs. You'd basically be sailing down from the top of the stairs if you want
Go
to.
back further.
And a whole hall.
Go back further.
Okay.
Your speed's 40, so
Yeah. Go back.
Yeah,
Gungnir-
but we're out of rounds, so.
sure.
He can do 40, not 80.
Yeah, Gungnir's going to go back as far as he can into just, lightning speed charge. With little lightning. He is raging, by the way.
You didn't need it.
Alrighty. Give me another strength check with advantage.
That is a 14 on the first one. And that is a 19 on the second one. 24.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. So, you rush into this door, and you've dented it, and you've dented it, and you've dented it, and you've dented it. And on this final hit, you push it in just enough to essentially create a crack in the door. Not big enough for anybody of your size, or even Torval's size, but small enough for somebody of Lazili's size.
I'm coming for you, Sirius.
You peeking the door. Here's Lazuli.
Here's Leslie.
Activated.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna break your fucking neck.
It's gonna hurt.
I do stick my head in and like, what did I say about my friend?
So when you look into this room, you see treasure, you see food rations, you see artwork, just all types of valuable things. But at the end of this vault, Sirius is sitting in front of kind of like a parlor type mirror, like a makeup type mirror, very similar to the one upstairs. And you can see in that mirror is Romulus.
Oh.
And he looks at Sirius, who's sitting there nervous and sweating, and he kind of leans and sees you. And then he leans back and he looks at Sirius and he says, well, I do believe our business included, wouldn't you say?
I would. I do stick my little hand out through, like while I'm squeezing through. I would.
Mm-hmm. Do you enter?
Yeah, I make the rest of my way in.
Alrighty, so you enter, and Sirius
I withdraw.
is going to pick up a dagger from the parlor mirror that was sitting on it, and he's going to back himself up against the wall, holding it out towards you, just sweaty, pale, nervous, shaking. But you're not really interested in him. Because right now in the mirror you can see something that you don't. And he's looking at you, watching you. He doesn't say anything.
I'm not gonna give him the good graces of saying anything else.
And he's going to speak for the mirror and say, so, it appears you want to try your hand at dismantling.
Where's my mom?
Oh, mother dearest.
Where's my dad?
Him? Oh, I don't know where he could be. I told somebody to take him far away from my sight. What they did, I can't say. But your mother, oh, I know where she is. I keep her, and he'll just kind of, he'll kind of flick his wrist, and more light will come on, and you will see your mother standing next to him in a very ornate dress. Her eyes are glazed over. She says nothing, and she's just sitting there with her hands folded, not speaking, almost like a doll.
Mom?
You can say what you want, but I don't think she'll quite be responsive or hear you in this
What did you
case.
do to her?
He'll just smile. Nothing that didn't have to be done. But then again, I wouldn't expect somebody of your age to understand the intricacies of my operation.
She isn't paying attention to him anymore. She's just staring at her mom.
Now, if you would do me a favor, could you possibly get rid of that whelp in the corner? It seems as though our business partnership is concluded. And so it seems you'd be so nice as to clear up a loose end. And if you want to do me another favor, you won't interfere with me ever again. And the mirror will then turn back into a regular mirror.
As soon as it fades, she kind of like shakes her head and looks over at Sirius. And she's not any like revenge glee that she's been feeling or any of the lilt in her voice is just gone.
And Sirius is going to be in the corner, dagger slumped down, holding it at you. What do you want? I can give you money. I have lots of money. I can I have art, weapons. I know people. I can give you that. Just don't. Just leave me alone.
I don't want any of that. I want my mom.
That's not something necessarily that I can do. I don't have the strings to pull something like that.
I know you can't, but you got in the way. I'm still going to follow through.
I was merely just doing what was told of me. I was just following Sirius. I mean, Romulus. I'm just a man at the bottom of the totem. Me?
You never had mercy on me. You never had mercy on anyone else. Why should I give you a second chance?
And he is going to grab some of the gold next to him, and he will throw it at you, and he'll get up and try and rush you. Say, "Well, then you'll get what's coming to you, and he'll charge you with the dagger.
Cool.
Okay.
Just gonna. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can.
Well, on the outside door, I'm gonna motion to Gungnir, point at one side of the crack, and just grab the other side and start trying to pry it bigger.
Okay.
I want him to make a. Where is it? Wisdom save.
Okay.
We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
He got a 15.
Fuck! This dude!
This man.
It's less that he keeps succeeding, it's more that he keeps making it exactly on the nose. Are we doing initiative, or can I just, dodge him?
No. So he is going to rush you with the dagger, try to attack you with it.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Alrighty. So he is going to take this dagger. He's going to hit you for 4. He's going to jam it into your shoulder, and he is going to try and take you to the floor.
Oh, he's adding some other shit on top of it. Okay.
He's stabbing it into you, and he's trying to the floor with this dagger stabbed you.
He did charge me. Is this a contested thing, or?
Yeah. So give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. It's not bad either. 19.
Alrighty. So he does not take you to the floor. You resist him, but he's still got this dagger in you. He's holding. Surak and Gungnir, you have opened the door up enough for one of you to slip through.
Us?
Yes, one
Free
of
action
you
talking.
or Torval. Your choice.
I am gonna scream in pain from that, but I'm gonna take him by the arm and look him dead in the eyes and say, even in your last moments, you can't do the right thing.
And he will have his arm held, and he'll say, "It's not about doing the right thing. It's about being on top. It's about survival. Something you would understand. You don't know what has to be done."
Survival is the thing I've had to do most of my life. I absolutely understand. Being evil is easy. Being good is not. You seem to take the easy path serious.
And he will say, "Then it's a path that you can take to your grave." And he will attempt to dig that dagger deeper.
Okay, so I heard you clearly. You said one of us 3 could get in.
Yes.
On hearing the scream, Surak's getting through.
Okay. You shimmy through the door.
He's just gonna crawl his way through.
Yep.
Papa Surak's here.
You see You see him with the dagger stuck in your shoulder. They're locked in a struggle. They're going back and forth. What do you do?
I'm just gonna storm over, grab his head on both sides, and just lift.
Okay, you do that without much issue. Lasley, that dagger is still in your shoulder, and you've lifted him, and he is just fucking clawing at your face.
Knock him out, please.
I'm gonna, heave him just enough to grab one by the collar.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna look at him. You speak of paths. You spilled blood, you ruined lives, and you did what necessary. I'm just gonna take it downwards.
He is going to shriek like a dying fox.
You ruined the lives of thousands and have the gall to beg for your own.
Don't kill him.
He'll
Yet.
live.
Okay, anything else?
I'm going to pull that dagger out of myself and cure my fucking wounds.
You do
Cause
that.
ow. Okay. Hold on.
And so Sirius is going to sit there just moaning out in pain. And right before he passes out from the overwhelming shock of having his arm broken, he will say weakly, "Just because you get rid of me doesn't mean someone won't take my place." And he will pass out.
But it's a start. And I'm gonna walk over to the door, slide him through,
All right.
and I'll leave once Leslie climbs back through.
Is there anything in this vault you would like to?
I'm gonna look around.
That is a fair question. What is in here?
So there's money. There's lots of money, more than you could feasibly carry. We're talking like fucking bags and shit.
I'll lean out and ask Torval if he's able to run out and tell some of the pirates to come here.
Okay.
Do I still?
I'm sure some of them are in the building at
I'm
this point.
probably out of my boots at this point.
You wouldn't
Yep.
need to sprint. Like I said, I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
some of them
I'll
are
poke my head
inside.
out. I'll poke my head out, look for the pirates, and just yell, "Who wants money?"
They will start flooding down the stairs. Surek, of all the things of note besides the art and the money, over on a pedestal, there is a ring with a glass kind of viewing. It's like one of those cup things. The thing the rose was in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, the glass dome.
Yeah, it's in one of those. There's a ring in that, and that's about the only thing of note other than just, general value.
Can I try and identify it? Like, is it a magic thing or?
I'll take the thing off and pick up the ring.
Okay.
Does it feel magical?
Give me an Arcana check.
Awesome. Magical, just start feeling it. 20.
This is a magical ring, and because you're just like, you pick this up and you're like, yeah, I've actually come across this once before, not personally, but I've heard. This is a ring that, when worn, if you were to go to 0, it breaks and then heals you.
That's pretty useful.
Leslie, can I see your hand? And I'm just going to very gently just slide it on. Hold on to that for a
It
bit.
fits on my thumb.
Yeah, just thumb it.
Yep.
It should help keep you safe in dire situations. Once.
Lazuli, if you want to add to your character sheet.
Hold on, it's loading.
Yeah. If you want
Okay.
to add, there's an item that I made called Ring of the Devout. If you want to put that in your inventory, that's the ring.
Ring of the Devout. Added.
Alrighty. So I'm going to fast forward this a bit.
Yeah, we're
Pirates come in, raid, they take anything that's not nailed down is what they're taking.
That's fine. That's
Money
the
up.
point.
food, art, paintings, silverware. If they think it looks valuable, they're taking it.
I am
Silverware-
telling literally every single one that passes by me, if you took wine, throw it away. I poisoned all of it.
One of them will reply, "Oh, the nice bird man told us that. We thought he was saying something about shoes, but then he said something." Yeah, we didn't take any of it.
Good, I
We
don't want
best-
any of your friends to die.
We'd best make haste. Lord knows those fuses could be low.
I don't think he set the fuses yet.
We can send a message to tell them to get ready and time it for when we're outside.
Well,
So,
I want
as-
Sirius to be up to see it, so
Or we can take.
we can wait a little bit.
We can make
so as you are all, exiting, leaving, you get to the docks, and waiting at the edge of the docks is Vimos, and he's holding a fuse. And he says, see you guys had some fun up there. I was a bit nervous, and I don't want to blow you all to King Come, so, anybody want to do the honors?
How long's the fuse?
Can I?
I'm just gonna push Lazuli forward a bit, like gently. Just come on, let her.
It should take about, maybe like 10 minutes, I think.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, of course. And he's gonna pull out two. He's gonna like guide your hands a bit. All right, so you take these two, you put them together, and you strike them really quick to make a spark. Normally I would just sneeze, but I want you to do it because you really want to blow this place up.
I think it's already going.
Oh, so it is. Hey, good job. First major bomb, and you already set it off. Maybe I'll teach you the ropes about wiring fuses and putting things together. But we gotta get
We
off.
should probably get off this island first.
By the way, I've been dragging him by one of his feet.
Oh, that's fine.
But I've just been dragging Sirius by one ankle.
And
You may want to wake him up, Surak.
The conga line of pirates are coming back with their loot, and the captain, who has the ferret around his neck, is going to look at you all and say, "You guys are all right."
Place it low, get to the ship.
So before I get on the boat,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to dunk Sirius's head into the ocean.
All right.
And just hold it there until he starts wiggling around.
He will wake up and just. What?
Welcome back. Are you ready for the finale?
What do you mean finale? If you're going to kill me, just get it over with.
Oh.
It's like I said.
You're much
Death isn't in the
more
books for
valuable.
you.
You don't want to miss the fireworks.
Alrighty.
The show, and I'm gonna drag him up the gang.
So you guys get on the boat, and the boat starts to exit the harbor, and then stops and stalls by the gate. And Vimo says to the captain, "All right, that should be good enough. Should be safe here."
Just Sirius down, head. No, look.
And the goblin with the ferret wrapped around his neck, he's gonna look at most of you that are paying attention to him and say, "So, if you guys ever need anything, I don't know, you need a pirate crew for something, you can count us in." And he'll kind of offer a hand to whoever will take it.
Harrow will shake his hand very happily.
Yep. And he's gonna.
Lasley's currently standing next to, or slightly in front of Sirius, actually, and just watching the island and not looking at him. But she's like,
And the goblin pirate will say, "So when this is all over, we have a huge surplus of fancy people food. We were gonna cook it up and make something nice."
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and
There's
say
a lot of slaves that we saved. Make sure to feed them well.
I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put a hand on his shoulder. It's like ruining the moment.
Oh, sorry. So you all watch in anticipation, and Sirius is like, "So what? You're going to make me watch my island as we sail away, make
Oh,
me
no.
lament on my
Well,
wrongdoings?"
yes.
Well, you see, some of us were busy.
Busy?
There
What?
was a reason. I'm just gonna point his head at Torval and Hero. You didn't see those two before.
Yeah, we were getting set up.
those three
Oh,
Vimos
asshole.
standing there.
I'm gonna point his head at Vimos. Oh, him as well.
Yeah,
And
it takes-
Ball.
By the way, points his head.
Mhm.
We did free all your slaves as well. So
oh yeah, we had to make sure they were all locked.
Back to the island, back to the
Yeah.
island.
See, we had
yes.
to make sure all the slaves were safe. See, before it all happened, couldn't leave them on the
And
island.
from
Just
below
letting them
deck,
connect the dots.
Ball will come up and he'll see all of you and say, "Oh, I didn't miss the event.
Oh no, you're just in time.
Oh, wonderful." And he's
Harold's
going
gonna
to
fly a little bit, fly off the boat, just get a better view.
Okay. He will walk up next to Surak. You're holding Sirius, and Ball will lean down and say, "Well, it was quite fun conning you and playing you for a fool. I have to give credit to all of them. I was only a piece in the game. They outplayed you, not me." And he'll lean in and say, "Oh, by the way, I'm Ball, Archdevil."
Nice to meet you.
And he'll just kind of look at him and go, "Huh?" And then the island. So initially, what happens is the under part of the island it starts to collapse in on itself, and then a giant jet of flame bursts forth as you watch the top of the mansion goes flying in one direction, the walls go flying in other direction, just whoosh everywhere. And there is a giant fucking black cloud that forms up in the air as this island is now a crater.
Nice work, boys.
Impressive.
And Sirius is going to look at this, and he's going to faint.
I'm gonna give him a couple slaps on the cheek. Come on.
He is hard out.
I think let him sleep it off.
Sarah, can you hold him back a bit? I don't want to catch you in this.
So,
Just hold him out.
question is, do we break his
I want
legs and
his
let him
burning
swim
hands
back?
to set his hair on fire.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Do we break his legs and let him swim back, or do we put him in the prison and give him to the first authority that will take him?
Well, actually, I was thinking, do you want to hold him and squeeze him for what little information we can?
He's not gonna have a lot.
Ball
Any
is going.
connections he had to Romulus was probably through the mirrors he was talking to, and, well, I don't know if you heard him, but Romulus cut off contact.
So, Lazuli, I will be perfectly honest with you. I heard you scream, and I cut back for seconds.
So Ball is going to say, "I will say it would be rather fitting for a terrible man to be left with his terrible crater of a kingdom." But that's just my 2 cents.
I think we don't need necessarily worry about the logistics right now. We did good here. We can maybe just enjoy the moment and talk about this in the morning or something.
Yeah, I'm a little scared that if we send him to go swim back to his island, Butterball may take advantage and...
One problem at a time.
Precisely. Maybe let's...
Let's
By
take
the
him
way,
back
I'm
to shore.
I'm so sorry. Is your tail okay? I hated doing that.
Oh, I'm fine. And she kind of tugs it. It's kind of prehensile. I don't know. It's part of being a little bit of mom, a little bit of dad.
Right,
It can take a beating.
I wasn't sure how much you could feel, and I couldn't reach your horns in time, so...
Can't wait to tell my brother about this story.
Good performance.
So
You did good.
Ball is going to put a hand behind your back, and he'll say, "Now, if you don't mind, you and I have some things to talk about." We're
Is he
almost
talking
done.
to me?
Yeah, he's talking to you. We're almost
Okay.
done here, Tyler.
Okay.
And he will say, "I would like to discuss to you about possibly amending and or changing our deal."
Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that now. Get
Fair
it
enough.
over with.
And
Sarek, he can go back down in the prison for now. I don't think he's going to be any fun to play with at the moment.
You're probably correct. Tor, you know a lot of knots, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Tie his arms, make sure he's muffled. You may want to blind him. I don't know if he can do things with his eyes, but I'd rather not find out.
Legs for good measure.
Yeah.
Legs for good measure.
Righty.
If you wouldn't mind, that is.
So, with that concluded, you all will sail the ship back to shore. You will feast on the way there, bask in your glory of blowing up a shitty man's shitty island.
As a sort of coda, as I'm taking him to the brig, I'll just sort of say under my breath, "Well done, improbables." Nope, still sounds weird.
Nope, still sounds good.
You called us what?
And with that, level up.
Awesome.
Fuck yes.
Well then. That was
Oh my
essentially-
god, that was so fun. That was so fun. I don't even care if like none of my spells hit. That was so fun.
Alright, I gotta go.
Tyler, I don't